Heat on the chrome, buy you breath in the night. Street lights bending where the city ignites. Concrete shining like it's working late. Purple dust dripping down 288. Third ward murals, west time a glide. Every block got a rhythm you feel inside. Slow cook pride in the neighborhood air. If you ain't from here, you can't learn that flair. Freeways twist where the night runs deep. Every exit got a memory we keep. H-Town, where the sky runs wide. Storms hit hard, but we never hide. Bass stays low, but the soul stays loud. Yeah, we came from the mud and we stand real proud. H-Town, where the grind won't wait. If you know, then you know that's a Lone Star fade. That's a Lone Star Heat waves rising off the loop at noon. Old school rides humming one slow tune. Inner walls painted with dreamers fire. Downtown breathing like a live wire choir. Space city mindset, aim high, don't fold. Old heads talking about the days ago. Sunrise glows on refinery lines. Every struggle here sharpens a spine. H-Town, where the sky runs wide. Storms hit hard, but we never hide. Bass stays low, but the soul stays loud. Yeah, we came from the mud and we stand real proud. H-Town, where the grind won't wait. If you know, then you know that's a Lone Star fade. That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star Under moonlit bridges we gather and roar. The streets hum back in language we adore. Built to lift each other when the waters rise. That's Houston heart. No disguise, static than a spark from the late night DJ. Guitars chugging like a freight on the bay. Sunnyside grit, heights at dawn. Every neighborhood thread keeps the legacy strong. H-Town, where the glow runs late, where the hustle hits hard and the people stay great. Wherever I roam, wherever I stray, H-Town pulls me back like a tide in the bay. H-Town, where the grind won't wait. If you know, then you know that's a Lone Star fade. That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star fade. Even when the night slows down and the engines rest, you can feel the city breathing steady in your chest. By your wind carried through the oaks and stone, whispering where you wander, you're never alone. Headlights fade, but the rhythm remains, rolling through the streets like blood through veins. Every story, every scar, every rise and fall, that's the heartbeat underneath it all. And when the dawn lifts up the edge of the sky, you'll see H-Town shining with another try. No matter how far your footsteps roam, this place calls you back with a voice like home. Guitar still ringing in the humid air, drums like thunder saying we're still here. So let the last note hang, let the night unfold, 'cause Houston's spirit never grows old. That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star That's a Lone Star
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Got started a few minutes early. Gonna have my friend Danny joining us in just a moment, and I'm trying to get that set up and making sure that's running correctly. Also need to, I think, move my microphone over a little bit. Make it a little more. There we go. That's a little better. Got so many wires right now. I wish everything were wireless. Too many wires going right now. I can't hear the game audio at the moment for some. Oh, I got it muted. That would be the reason why. Still don't hear it. Check the other. Okay, I think I know what the deal is. Let's check. Open sound settings. Got to choose my headphones. There we go. That's correct. There we are. Excuse me. All right, the Chiefs are being announced and they're running on the field right now. I'm about to do a video call with Danny and get him on the line.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Oh. I think he's working on something right now. I can't see him on the video just yet, but we'll see. Okay, I think I've got my audio set. Let's see here. Okay, let's go back up here. Line. Okay, and I need to do audio in. I need to do an audio in for Danny. Let's see here. Audio capture. Audio capture. Application audio capture. All right. Yeah, Yeti, I appreciate it. I'm just trying to get it to where Danny, you can hear Danny too. YouTube link on. Can you hear me? I'm asking Danny. Whoops. Just dropped the call. We're trying to use Line, the application Line, for our video call. But it's going to take a moment or two. Get the Texans scoreboard back on the screen there for you. If you're wondering what that picture is over there, why is there a picture of a guy holding a girl that appears to be in a bad condition? That's actually a picture from my book that I'm finishing up. I've still got about 30 to 35% more to write, and I'll be finished. But that scene is near the end. That's the window that Danny will appear in. Okay, he's calling me back. Okay, can you hear me all right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I can see you and hear you, so it seems to be good. I just have to make sure you're coming through the audio on the live stream. So you can just say whatever. Maybe you can tell me what you know about this game or the Chiefs, and I'll check the audio while you're doing that. Oh, the Chiefs? Yeah, as far as I know, I honestly I hadn't been following it closely until this year because I had to expand my channel. You know, after the Oilers left Houston a long time ago, I lost a lot of interest, and this year I picked it back up. Yeah, yeah, they haven't been doing so well. Hmm. Yeah, they're trying to get to the kickoff right now, but I'm still trying to add an audio capture right quick. I think I got the right one up. Let me double check. Let's see. Application audio capture. Application audio capture. Okay, let's try. That right there. Okay, try saying something now. Yeah, I can still hear you. I'm just looking for the audios on the screen, or the audio on the screen. Yeah, whenever I talk, I can see the audio bar, but whenever you're talking, I'm not seeing it. So let's see here. The kickoff just happened. I think. Are you on with me at the same time? You just are you watching the game, right? Okay. Mahomes just coming out onto the field. Gotcha. Okay. Well, everything's working fine right now, except for I'm not seeing your audio come through. So I'm gonna let's see. Maybe I need to change. I think I need to change this to this. Try saying something now. Still not coming through. Yeah, I might have to change to different audio. Try to say something now.
How about now?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Already an injury? For those of you who don't know, it's second down right now. I got to get my preview screen up too. Forgot about that.
I can't hear you.
Oops. 1 second. You can hear me now, right? You can hear me now? Yeah, it's weird. It seems like whenever I plug up, I use my mic on my laptop, you can hear me. But whenever I do that, your audio is not getting fed. Your audio is not actually getting fed to the but I think I can fix that. See if there's a way to fix that in line right quick. Mahomes is behind the line, everybody. 2nd and 7. There was an injury on the field there. It took a really long time to get sorted out. There's a run right up the middle. He only gets a couple of yards. It'd be 3rd and about 5. Choose a device for... Okay, I see. Let me do that. Can you hear me right now? I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good. Okay, I think I got it worked out.
Yeah.
Casey gets shut down. Danny, can you give me an update of what happened on 3rd down there, 3rd and 4, because I didn't see it.
Yeah, I wasn't watching either. Let's see, they did a replay. Looks like Mahomes checked it to the left. Oh, he didn't catch it. Yeah, Gary didn't catch it. Slipped out of his hands. Boo.
Null back for the catch at about the 12-yard line. That's where Stroud and the Texans will start. Got to double check. It seems like there might be some kind of echo. Let me double check. Weird.
So I don't have to be connected to the YouTube thing then, right? No.
Nah. You don't have to unless you want to. But it's kind of unnecessary because, I mean, you're just be looking at my screen, you know, all the live screen with the scores or the score, the field and all of that stuff. Stroud is under center, 1st and 10, looks like. 1 man in motion, 1 man in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. And that is Wood. Yep. Woody Marks right up the middle, about 6 yards or so. Stroud is under center, 1st and 10, looks like. Motion. Man in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. And that's Wood. Yeah. Woody Marks right up the middle, about 6 yards or so. You can hear my phone there. 2nd 4, handoff right up the middle again. Woody Marks 1 yard short of a 1st down to be 3rd and 1. So now I've got the game on my phone now. Listen to see if the audio is echoing. I want to make sure that there's no echo. So, what do you think is going to happen here on 3rd and 1?
I think they're gonna run it, of course.
Got 2 guys in the backfield. Mark's behind. He gets the call, goes right up the middle, and gets just enough, about 1 yard. It'll be a first down. 1st and 10 to the 24, looks like. So KC starts with a 3 and out. Not surprising. Texans get their first down of the game. Was there any particular team that you followed when you were really paying attention to football?
Well, I had to follow the Falcons, of course, and then I've always liked Andy Reid, so I was following the Eagles when he was coaching with the Eagles, and they had McNabb as the quarterback, and then I always thought he was a really good coach. So when he moved over to Kansas City, I was kind of excited to watch him coach Kansas City, and just to see him do what he did in Kansas City was amazing, and kind of made me angry because I feel like at one point the Falcons could have actually hired Andy Reid, but they didn't. They didn't actually go after him, right? When the Eagles let him go. So after that, I've always been Tom Brady fan, so Patriots. Because I feel like at one point the Falcons could have actually hired Andy Reid, but they didn't. They didn't actually.
Flag on the field. It seems like whenever you're speaking, I'm getting an echo. I don't know why. Try to get that fixed. Holding on the defense, 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down. Looks good to me. Houston 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
I just want Kansas City to win just so that they spoil any sort of hopes the Texans have of making the playoffs.
Well, even if they lose this game, they still have about a 50% chance of getting in. So, yeah. I mean, it is a very important game. It is not do or die. For the KC, it's do or die.
Yeah, I think it's do or die, for sure.
Over the Texans, I mean, for the Chiefs, it definitely is, but not for the Texans. Holding on the offense. They decline the penalty. They take the result of the play, 2nd down. Stroud from the shotgun hands it off to Marks over to the right side. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5. 3rd down. Third and 8. Stroud from the shotgun throws it way too short for Collins. And it's going to be a 4th down and 8 punt coming up for the Texans. I know that I've got my preview screen that I can get up on here, but I need to pull it up and open it.
Just grab some breakfast with me. Oh.
All the way down to the 25-yard line and knelt there. Fair catch. 9:16 left in the first quarter.
You don't.
Where is my Texans highlights? There it is. There it is.
It's kind of funny to see American commercials again. So who's the quarterback for the Texans now? What's this guy? He's new, or he's been with them for a while?
CJ Stroud, he's been with them for a little while. He's not a rookie anymore. He's trying to come into his own, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
He's, I think a lot of fans are divided on him because he was supposed to be, you know, our franchise quarterback. And it's not that he isn't. It's just that the Texans with Stroud and their offensive line, they're really still in that middle ground. They haven't just been bad, but they haven't been great either. Just been so, and at times very anemic, not very good. So, you know, that's just the way it is. But we kind of have to wait and see. First and 10 for Mahomes and the Chiefs at the 25. He throws it out to the wing. He's got a man open. Picks up about 11 yards for the first down. Rice kind of up the middle to the left, picks up a few yards. I think I have to mute my microphone. It's what is it? They don't even put it on the screen. Can't even see. 2nd and 5. They don't. It's on the field, but if you can't see it, then you're out of luck. Another run to the right side. He gets nowhere, just to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 5.
Here, the double digits, and it's showtime now. Kansas City to win this game.
Mahomes drops back, tries to throw it, gets batted down, and he catches his own pass, and he's tackled in the backfield instead of just knocking it down. What a boneheaded play. Big defensive play there for the Texans to bat it down. Mahomes catches it and gets tackled for a loss. It's 4th down and about forever. I like how it comes up as a completion from Mahomes.
I'm not sure he could do anything with that afterwards. It would have been intentional grounding. So was he out of the pocket?
Yeah, it was stupid of him to catch it. He should have just let it hit the
No.
ground.
I don't know.
Punt's caught about the 11-yard line.
He could have
Bring it
ran
back.
Yeah.
About the 31-yard line. That's where they'll start. I mean, why do you catch that? Why do you catch the deflection when you're surrounded by defensive players, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a commercial break. I'm going to try to work out the echo issue. Every time you talk, I have to mute it so it doesn't echo.
Oh.
But I'm going to try something else right quick to see if I can fix that.
Nobody can see me on the video, right? No. Oh, really? So they see me just munching away? Falcons Buccaneers. That's gonna be the game. Yeah.
All right. Texans have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 33. Long throw by Stroud. It's short, but he makes the catch all the way down the field at the 21-yard line of the Chiefs on 1st and 10. Wow. Look at that long throw all the way down the field there.
Yeah, he
Beautiful.
Had to adjust a little bit, but he still caught it.
Oh, I got to repeat that. I had to have my mic muted. Collins got the Texans in the red zone. They're all the way down to about 21-yard line. That's a lot of reds, like communist country. CCP Field.
I like it.
You commie. Commercial break. Looks like we have about 6.5 left in the first quarter. Still 0-0, but the Texans are now knocking at the door. Likely to score. 6 points here. They better.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fumble, and it's gonna go the other way.
It's more likely to be an interception than a fumble on a turnover. Their guys don't normally fumble the ball. But I wouldn't say that Stroud is immune to interceptions. Unfortunately, he doesn't throw a ton of them, but it's much more likely that he'll throw one than Chubb or Marks will fumble the ball. Take a look and see if we have any comments in live chat. Live chat's on screen. It's just too small to see.
Oh. They probably gotta keep running it, aren't they? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, did he twist his foot?
Second and 3. Whoa. More echo.
All right, come on, KC. Defense. Let's do it. Nope. Man, I swear they're playing it too conservative. They're gonna probably just keep running it and then kick a field goal. I mean, they're not gonna pass it on third down. No way.
Let's see.
Oh no, they're gonna pass it. Oh
Yep.
shit! Flag.
All right, touchdown. Schultz. Yeah, Schultz right up the middle on the shotgun. 2nd and 3. There's a flag, though. Oh, illegal shift. Are you kidding me? Okay, no touchdown. I wish I had $1 for every time I'd seen that this year. Touchdown or return, pick 6, called back.
Again. Oh, that's the replay. What?
Always some kind of boneheaded penalty to bring it back. 3rd and 10 now for the Texans. Stroud in the shotgun. Marks blocking. Stroud rolls out to the right side. He's going to have to get rid of it. He's got a man.
Does he down?
Does he get it? Looks like he got it. He dove for it. Higgins with the dive. They're going to mark it short.
No way. No, first. Come on. The ball crossed the plane for sure.
That's what it looked like to me, but They're saying that it's short.
See the replay. Ooh. Oh. It's close. Yeah, 1st and 10.
Nice, I gave it to him. 1st and 10.
No point in disputing that. It's too close.
Slow motion replay.
Short. Yeah, his toe's out right there. They could totally call it back. He's got.
Well, yeah, you barely see it on that angle.
Yeah, his toe was out for sure.
Yeah, they're going to challenge it. They're calling timeout. I think it's going to wind up being a 4th and inches, or 4th and about a yard or so. That was quick. They're not going to charge KC with a challenge or a timeout, but they would have won it anyway, so I don't think it really matters. But they're going to overturn it. It'll be 4th and 1.
Is that something new? Like they can review it pretty quickly nowadays, right? Because it used to be where it's like the review took a long time, right?
Yeah, I mean it depends. I mean that one right there, I think they were already looking at it and then they saw it. But it is kind of strange to see them be able to look at it so quick and say that. I mean, I think they were already looking at it by the time the Chiefs tried to call a timeout and ask for a challenge. But because they immediately were like, nah, he was out. You're right.
Right? I've never seen that, you know.
Fastest one I've ever seen.
They're like, screw it. Let's just keep the game going.
Well, they got Chubb in the backfield. They're probably going to run it right up the middle. Chubb is kind of the powerhouse runner. And it's 4th and 1. Texans are going for it.
You want a guy named Chubb to be your runner up the middle. Oh, there he is. He got it.
How about that? Stroud on the quarterback keeper. Another flag. Of course. It's going to be on Houston.
Oh, no.
Every single time. Touchdown, 1st down, whatever. Big play. Penalty on Houston. I'm telling you, man, there's a bias in the NFL against Houston. I don't know what it is. Same thing with the Astros. Oh, it's offsides? No way. Oh, lined up in the new against the Texans. No. Redonkulous.
Is he?
How was he in the neutral zone? He was further back than the other guys were.
His foot, his hand, I think. His hand was crossing the football.
Weak sauce.
Nah. Rules are rules, man.
I think that's rules for thee, but not for me.
They didn't get the kick anyways. Look at that. I called it eventually. I was like, they're going to get a field goal.
Yeah, field goal coming up. It's good. I'm not surprised, though. 3-0 Texans. At least they get something out of it.
That's a lot of work for 3 points.
Yes, it is. 1st and 10, you throw it all the way down to the 21. But, you know, did you notice? Let me ask you this, because I've been watching all of their games this season and calling these games. And one of the things that I've noticed is this. And they drive the ball down the field. They get within basically the red zone. And then it seems like their strategy and their play calling suddenly changes. So everything that they were doing that was working, they just stopped calling those plays. Did it look like that to you?
Yeah. You think they're just playing conservatively, or they're doing it on purpose, you think?
Yeah, I think that it's like they get scared or something. And like you said, play conservatively. They're like, well, we got all the way down here. We need to make sure we come out of this with points. And I'm like, no, you need to make sure you come out of this with a touchdown. You keep playing. I mean, if you're It's kind of like that silly shorts video that I saw online. Have you seen the video of the girl kickboxer who just keeps kicking over and over and over and over again?
Right.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, yeah.
They say that she spams one move. It's like a video game. She's just like kick, 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 kick. But it works. And even Bruce Lee said that he would rather master one punch than know 100 punches.
Mhm.
Because if you are a master of one punch, then nobody can stop that one punch. Because they'd have to become a master of stopping your one master punch. But if you have 100 different punches, then you're not going to have any one mastered move.
I'm not sure if that applies to football though.
Well, because if you're what the Texans have been doing all season long on offense is that whenever they have a good drive and they'll move it down the field like 80, 85 yards, and it's like, wow, they're doing a really good job. And then they get into the red zone and then they completely change their play calling. And this is definitely a coach's decision. But why would you do that? You know, if you're making a lot of short passes and it's working, and then you're handing it off and you're mixing it up and they don't know what to expect, and you keep chipping away and you get all the way down the field, and then suddenly you just decide to hand it off 4 times in a row. You know, it's like, what are you doing? You didn't do that all the way down the field. Why are you changing it now?
It's just like you said, the coaches, they're conservative, so you know they're not really calling. They want to get points, you know. They don't want to take chances, you know. I think that's where like Andy Reid has always been a good coach. I think he's able to call, you know, more, how can I say, unconventional plays, you know, when it comes to being close to the red zone.
Here's the kickoff.
Where is he
And
going?
he was out to about the 21-yard line, and he kind of went backwards, lost a little bit, and gained it back. It looks like they'll start around the 22.5-yard line. I saw a video this morning talking about how the Chiefs are doing worse now than they were before. The reason is because they rely too heavily on Mahomes' ability to improvise. And as the years go by, that ability becomes less and less. And also it teaches the rest of the team to kind of rely on it, you know?
Yeah.
1st and 10, Mahomes drops back, rolls out to the right side. He's got space to run. He decides to do it.
Ooh.
He sticks the ball ahead of the line. I don't know if they're going to give it to him or not.
Yeah, 9 yards looks like.
Well, it is Mahomes, so they give it to him 1st and 10. He just sticks the ball. You know, actually, I've never understood that. The guys stick the ball forward and then they step out of bounds, or then they pull the ball back and then they go down or step out of bounds. And I feel like they shouldn't get the first down when that happens, because that's like running backwards. You know, you cross the line, then you run backwards, and if you get tackled there, that's where they mark it down, not where you were, but where you are. The only time you get forward progress is when the defense actually pushes you back. But if you bring the ball backwards, then you do not get forward progress. So why do they give it to them when they stick the ball out and then they bring the ball back and then they go out of bounds or fall down? They give it to them. I don't think that that's correct. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Mahomes rolls out, got some pressure. He's going to have to run again. He doesn't have anybody to pass it to, but he slides just shy of a first down.
I think he got it because he's Mahomes. They're gonna give it to him, like you said. Oh shit, it's short.
Yeah, I was looking at the far end where the ref was. When you start to slide, they mark it down right there. They don't mark it down where you hit the ground. They mark it when you start the slide.
Knees hit. Let's see. He should have dove.
Why does it always look like Mahomes' helmet is like a special ed helmet? It always looks really big. Does he have a big noggin or something?
I don't know. Why don't you go measure his head?
I want to.
Bring a tape measure, you know, go to a game. Hey man, can I measure your head?
Hand off up the middle for a couple of yards, first down.
Backs have like a special helmet, right? For a little bit more like impact, you know, shit in the front. You know what I mean?
it's hard to say because he's the only quarterback and the only guy that I've seen in the NFL where it looks like his helmet is much bigger than everybody else's helmet. Just in proportion to his body, at the very least, it looks really big. I don't know why, but 2nd and 8 on that run. The Chiefs have the ball in Houston territory about the 47-yard line.
Maybe it's like a concussion protocol kind of thing, right?
Yeah, that's why I call it kind of a special ed helmet. It's like a kid who can't be hurt or something. It looks like he's got a lot of padding and stuff in there.
Don't make fun of the poor special ed kids. Oh, no.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Sack in the backfield. It was bound to happen. Mahomes gets up. Hey, where's the call? Of course he would. Of course Mahomes would say that. Hey, they tackled me. They touched me. Where's the penalty? They touched me. They touched me as hard as they could.
Did he blitz? Something went. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he was offside there. He jumped. He jumped the snap for sure.
This is payback. This is karma for the stupid neutral zone call.
But that was a real call. Come on. He totally jumped the snap there.
3rd and 17, baby, or you could say 3rd and hopeless. Mahomes in the shotgun. He drops back, throws it over the right side, and they get him right about the 49-yard line of the Texans. It'll be short of a first down.
Man, I hate stupid play calling like that. Like, if you're not going to get the yardage, don't throw the ball. Like, make sure all your receivers cross. Stupid.
That's funny. I'm listening to the broadcasters, and he's like, we're getting boos here in Kansas City, and I don't know if the people here follow the local newspapers, but... And he didn't finish the sentence, but I know what he's going to say. What he's going to say is, this is the best defense in the NFL. And it is. Easily the best defense in the NFL.
Who, the Texans?
Yeah, bro, you don't read the papers either. Apparently, here in Japan, you don't read the NFL in Japanese?
Nope.
Yeah, man, the Texans are far and away the darlings of the defense in the NFL right now. They are phenomenal, bro. Anderson and
their performance phenomenal right now. I mean, it's par, I guess,
Well, look at the scoreboard. I mean, it's in the second quarter, and Chiefs don't have any points. And the Texans do have a sack. I mean, there might have been some offsides there, but I'm telling you, they're going to get to him again. Maybe several times. He's been flushed out. He doesn't have anybody downfield either. Did you see that? He has to run.
But I don't know if that has to do with the defense or it's just the offense from the Chiefs sucks. Like, who's their main receiver? They don't really have anybody like spectacular, do they?
I think for the Chiefs, it's more about Mahomes and his ability to find somebody rather than it is his great receivers. I don't know. I don't follow them very closely, but I do know that they've been declining. So, let's see if I can look at the live chat comments right quick. All right, let's see. Landon, good to see that you're here. And let's get it. Come on, Houston, he says. Thanks, Landon. And I hope you're doing all right. Brendan says you're muted. Yeah, sometimes I have to mute. But, it is what it is. I'll get that worked out in the future. The defender never turned to play the ball. Yeah, Rusty Gamer, good to see you too. Yes, the coveted TV timeout. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of those. Brendan says these refs are terrible. Yep, as always. But then again, it's Houston teams. Typically, the Astros and the Texans get the worst refs. And it's just the way it is. punt all the way down to the 9-yard line, and that's where the Texans will start. Of course, another flag. Hopefully it's against the Chiefs. And it's not. It's against the Texans. Probably going to lose half the distance to the goal. Is that running into the kicker or roughing the kicker? Hopefully it's just running into the kicker. Okay, it is just running into the kicker. It's not roughing the kicker, so they're going to decline the penalty, and Houston will have the ball on the 9-yard line. Walter Payton Man of the Year. Houston's up 3-0, guys and gals, with about 14:54 left in the second quarter. Not a high-scoring affair right now, but let's see if the Texans can drive it down the field from about their 10-yard line. Marks in the backfield. Stroud under center. He hands it off. Marks goes up the middle, goes nowhere. Basically about 1 yard. Danny, when you were growing up, were you more interested in football than the other sports, or did you like several sports?
I only followed football. My brothers were into like basketball, and my oldest brother was into the Braves baseball. So, wow, down the middle, wow, what a catch! Oh no!
Did he intercept that?
Yes, he did. He threw it back.
They're saying incomplete. Whoo, man.
No. He caught it, and then it went to the other guy. Oh, did he make a football move? But he still got. Oh no, he dropped it.
Yeah, it was an almost interception.
I didn't see that he dropped it there. Shit.
3rd and 9 now. Got a long third down situation again. Stroud got lucky there. I mean, he was right in his hands. Wasn't Stroud's fault. Bounced off of him, deflected off the Chiefs, and it hit the ground, so there was no interception. Here is the snap. He's got a man. Oh, just didn't make the throw. Schultz was there, but there's a flag. Hopefully that's against the Chiefs. We'll see this time if the Texans can get a break.
It looks like it's going to be on KC.
Nice. It's on the whole. It's holding on the defense, and that'll give them a first down. 10 yards and a first, baby.
Loser. Williams. What you got to hold him for? Let's see. Oh, come on. Yeah, these refs do suck, man. That wasn't holding. I was like, yeah, exactly.
It was a little light. It was a little light, but you know, it goes both ways.
It's like a little pinky snag on his jersey. Come on.
Here's the snap. Marks up the middle on first down, gets about 7 yards.
That guy just got raped. Wow.
Looks like McDuffie for the Chiefs is going to be out. He's got some issues with his left knee.
Yeah, he don't look like he's having a good time. He's jumping. Looks good to me.
Jump around, jump around. Here's the handoff. No, he fakes it. Stroud drops back, goes down the field. Oh, he overthrows him. Higgins was there.
I don't think Higgins knew that the ball was coming to him.
Yeah, maybe he thought it was too early. 3rd and 3 now. But 13.5 left in the second. Ten seconds on the play clock. Texans come to the line. They line up. Stroud in the shotgun. Marks to the right. Here is the snap right at the clock. Stroud's looking for a man to throw it to. He's got somebody on the right side. It's caught by Schultz. Nice.
Yeah, the Chiefs defense sucks, man. That guy didn't even reach out for nothing. Jump, boy.
It's about a 15-yard game, almost. About 13 yards.
Chuck Edwards. Dang.
Handoff right up the middle. Picks up about 5, maybe 4. 3 or 4.
And their passing game is doing so much better. I just don't see why they're calling these run plays other than just to tire out the defense.
Probably just to try to keep them off balance, because if they're constantly having to look for the run or look for the pass, they'll know it's coming. But if they, because, Chubb is a strong runner. He was the one who just ran up the middle. Marks can cut back and forth and spin and stuff. He's younger. He's faster. He's a rookie. Stroud drops back. He has to roll out. It's got a lot of pressure. He's looking on the field. He throws it. He's got a man wide open. It's Collins. He's down. He's off to the races. He might be all the way down to the end zone. No, he gets knocked out of bounds about the 13 or 14-yard line. Nice. I think we can take a look at this replay.
Yeah, I thought that play was over. He did a good job of keeping it alive. Good pass. The receiver came back for the ball, which was good. Wow. Collins should have put the afterburner on right there, man. He could have easily outrun that guy.
I didn't realize that there was another guy ahead of him, though. I thought he was off to the races.
Yeah, but he had help upfield. He could have just kept going.
False start, another penalty against the Texans. They're going to get backed up 1st and 15 now. Well, I said 1st and 15, but 1st and goal. It's a touchdown or another field goal, one of the two. Stroud in the shotgun. Looks like Marks to the left. Fakes the handoff, and he throws it to Marks on the right side. He gets deflected, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing.
I'm not sure what they were trying to do with that play. It's like the Chiefs knew where it was going. Everybody was already shifting left.
Yeah, they almost knocked it down, and then we're all over him, but at least they didn't get the loss there. 2nd and 15. I'm sorry, 2nd and goal from the 13-yard line. Stroud throws it over to the left side, picks up about 5 to Collins.
What do you think this last play is going to be?
I'm going to say shotgun pass.
Down the middle?
It's going to go to Higgins or Collins, I think. No, Schultz could be in the middle. If it goes in the middle, it'll probably go to Schultz. Unless he's like right on the line. It depends on where he lines up. But if it goes in the end zone, it's probably going to be Higgins or Collins. Shotgun, 3rd and goal. Here is the snap. Stroud drops back. He's got to hurry and get it off. On the left side, Hey, he went to Marks. He went to the running back. He was wide open. He runs it in for the touchdown.
Man, Kansas City just completely fucked that up.
Marks was wide open on that left side. Nobody was there. He walked into the end zone.
He's just standing there like, okay, I'll take it. Unbelievable.
Wow, that looked like a video game. You got a guy wide open. He held it until the last possible moment. He lobbed it over there. Marks literally had nobody around him, not for like 15 yards. It was awesome. Extra point is good. It's 10-0 Texans.
Now we know why Kansas City's 6-6, because their defense is retarded. Defensive coordinator,
Yep.
man. Fire that guy.
Well, the truth is that if you look at the stats and the teams, the Texans played the Colts recently, and they beat the Colts. The Colts were, I believe, 7-5 at the time. But the thing is, the Colts had a much better offense. And most people, even Texans fans, picked the Colts to win. I didn't. But it's funny because there's some guys that I follow that are pretty popular on YouTube, and they have a podcast, and they're always picking the score. And for like 3 weeks in a row, most of them, there are 3 guys, 2 out of 3 of the guys, at least 2 out of the 3 guys were picking the Texans to lose for 3 straight weeks. And every single game the Texans won. So they started off the season 0-3. And it was a terrible start. Now, last year they started off 0-3. They wound up getting into the playoffs. If they do that again this year, I think they might be either the only team to do that or one of the only teams to do that back-to-back. But they were doing pretty poorly, under 500 for a while. But they started getting their act together, and the defense, man, it keeps them in the game. So they don't have to score a whole lot of points. If they can get to 21 points, then there's a really good chance they'll win, because the other teams can't easily score more than that.
I just don't understand why their record is so crappy, considering they have the #1 defense. I mean, everybody knows that defenses usually win Super Bowls, right? So why is their record so shitty? I don't understand.
I would say it was because of the start of the season, because right now they've got 5 losses, and 7-5 is not that bad. I mean, there are a lot of teams that are kind of like with a similar record or worse, actually. I mean, look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs have a 500 record. But the thing is, if even if the Texans allow just, let's say, 13 points in a game, well, if your offense is lethargic and anemic and ineffective, you still lose. It doesn't mean the defense is bad. It just means that the offense can't score enough to win. That's typically the case. Points per game, the Texans are freaking awesome as far as defense is concerned. Kickoff is upon us. He's past the 20, the 25, the 30, all the way down to the 35-yard line. I made myself a nice hot cup of coffee, and then I got so busy doing all of these things and getting everything set up. Now my coffee is barely room temperature. Yeah, terrible.
My wife puts it in the microwave, but I don't know. That sounds gross.
Yeah, I'm not about putting anything into the microwave, really. Not even water. Run right up the middle. It's going to be second down and long. Picked up basically nothing on that run.
Somebody wrote there, can't hear that other fella, turn up the mic. I'm not sure if I can turn anything up other than What's already here? You can hear me fine though,
Actually,
right?
yeah, I can. I can turn you up.
Whoa! Oh my God! Why does that guy have a huge helmet? What is he wearing? You want
Well,
to talk
that
about
that's that's
Mikowski?
a that's not his helmet. That's an effect on the screen.
Is it?
It looks ridiculous, doesn't it?
That's not an effect, is it? I think that's a real
Yes, it
helmet.
is.
Shut up. Is it like a computer layover? Is it? Look at it. No, that's a real helmet, yo.
That's so ridiculous. Now that right there,
Is it like does he have like hair inside of it? I don't understand. Like he must have
looks
like a
like some
big,
kind of soft pad that's put on the outside.
yeah, like a wrap or something like that. Like so that his hair doesn't dangle out or something maybe.
As it stands right now, they're saying that Petrie has an interception, but they're gonna take a look at it to see if he had control of it whenever he hit the ground.
That's really close. Because
He throws it over the side.
someone said that's a protective cover over the top of his helmet. Yeah, but what's he protecting? His helmet?
Helmet protector. I guess he doesn't want to get it scuffed up.
No way. There's got to be more to it.
2nd and 6, and Stroud is going to be under center. It looks like he's got one man in the backfield. Looks like Marks. Fake handoff. He
Got
rolls
it
out to
right
the
there.
left side. He's got a man and almost gets the first down about 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 1. That's the weirdest looking thing, man. That I want to know what that's for too. That's just so weird. On the screen, it looks fake, you know.
I was like, no way that's fake.
It looks like those effects that you have on the phone, you know. It makes your head really big or really really old or something makes you turn into another character. It looks ridiculous.
Somebody said he had an injury and is required to have it. Is that like maybe it's a concussion protocol thing? Like if you had a concussion a while back, so now he has to have like extra cushioning on his head just in case.
Yeah, they do have a concussion protocol that takes you out of the game for a few weeks, but maybe after if he was out, then. But I don't remember him being out for so long. Stroud gets the push through for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 on the KC 46-yard line. Stroud in the shotgun, Marks to the right, tosses it over to him. He goes on the right side, picks up about 4 or 5.
We have not seen anything from Kansas City offense at all. It's just been watching the Texans offense.
That's exactly what he's thinking right there. Like the coach is looking at the chart, thinking the same thing. I'm not seeing anything here that can work. That's because you're playing the Texans, boy.
Guardian Caps.
Stroud in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Had to get rid of it quick. Didn't have any time. It falls at the feet of Schultz, and that'll be 3rd down and 6.
Oh, so it is a concussion thing. It just looks stupid, but I mean, I guess if I was a football player, I would probably wear extra head protection as well, even if it looks stupid. He looks like a bobblehead running down the field.
Exactly. That's right. It looks like a joke, right? 3rd and 6, shot on the shotgun, and he has to get rid of it quickly again. No good. So that was a wasted opportunity. The Texans get the ball, an interception, and then do absolutely nothing with it. They're going to have to punt it away. I don't know, midfield. Why not go for it? Lean on your defense a little bit. Say, hey, listen, we know you guys can shut them down, so we're going to go for it. I can't believe he didn't at least get it to Schultz on that play, though.
If it was like third quarter or fourth quarter, I would say go for it, but I still think it's too soon right now.
Wow, the punt bounces all the way down to the 1 yard line. The Texans grab it. It'll be Kansas City ball at their own 1. That's perfect.
Man, the Chiefs are getting raped.
Well, my prediction for this game was 24-10 or 24-13. So Texans are on course for that score right now. The Chiefs are a little behind, but if the Texans wind up winning 24-0, that's fine with me also. I want to see if I can pour some more hot water into this and heat up my coffee. I want to take a quick look at the live chat comments and see what we've got going on. We've got about 14 people listening in. Thanks for being here. Got a commercial break going at the moment. Let's see here in the live chat. Charles says, get them Texans, win, win, win. Absolutely. Brutus says, go Texans, great start to the game, except the Swift Bolt refs messing us up with the phantom offsides. Yep, that's right. Oh, the lining up in the neutral zone offsides call. Yeah, that was ridiculous, I think. Brutus says, can't hear that other. Oh, yeah, I turned up the mic. That's a protective cover over the top of his helmet. Yep. Unfortunately, we didn't do anything with the interception, but maybe we can get a safety right here. He had some type of injury, Rusty says. I have to look it up. The covers, also known as Guardian caps, have been around to wear at practices, but the 2024 season is the first that players have the option to wear them for games. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know that. It looks so comical to me. It looks like they add it on the screen. That's how comical it looks to me. The organization describes the Guardian caps as a soft shell pad that was made to help lessen the impact of a head strike. They also said they can reduce the force from head contact by 10% if one player is wearing it, and 20% if all players involved are wearing them. Great punt, punter, long-haired hippie. Yeah, he is the long-haired hippie with the long punt. The Chiefs run the ball on first down and get almost nothing, basically, maybe a few inches. Second down. That was an awesome punt. Yep, absolutely. Hey, Edward, good to see you. Watching the game and seeing Chris Collins being so against the Texans is unbelievable. Really. All right. Let's get back over here. 2nd and 9. Mahomes in the shotgun.
Let's go. Get out of there.
Drops back into the end zone. He's going to go over the left side. He's got a man wide open by the sideline, and that's a first down.
Finally, man. Jesus Christ.
Too soft on that defense there. They backed up too much. First and 10 from about the 15-yard line. Mahomes rolls out to the right, throws it over the right side, doesn't have his man, pass incomplete.
Oh, come on. I feel like Mahomes' accuracy is not so good these days.
Yeah, that was a pretty poor pass. I mean, I know that the coverage was kind of there. You know, he had a tight window, but he didn't even get it to him. Whoops. I forgot to hit the unmute button there, but KC with a big goose egg on the board. That's what I like to see. He's scrambling around there, Mike. Oh, he gets forward. He slides down. What a baby. He gets surrounded by Texans, and he slides down after picking up about 5 yards.
Come on, he doesn't have a guardian cap.
I know what it is. Mahomes' guardian cap is on the inside. It's an inner guardian cap. That's why his helmet is so huge.
It could just be he has a big forehead. You never know.
He's got a big noggin. There it is right there. So ridiculous.
I kind of like it, though. It's kind of cool. Not going to lie. I want one.
It really does make the game look like a Nintendo Wii era type game. Oh, sack coming. Something. Yeah, take him down. Take him down. Oh, did they call a face mask? Did they call a face mask? They better not have.
Oh. Let's see. He's gonna reach for it. He's actually like putting his helmet in the. Oh no, he didn't get it. I don't know. I mean, he kind of turned his head.
Holding on the defense and face mask on the defense. They're like, let's call another one just in case it gets overturned, you know, just in case the face mask doesn't stand. Let's call holding.
If he actually caught the ball, though. Oh, he got a little pinky in there. Come on.
That's not a face mask. He just kind of scraped his fingers across his mask. He didn't actually grab it. That was a trash call. First and 10. Mahomes can't be touched. Ball at the 41-yard line of the Chiefs. He drops back to throw. Throws it down the field. He's got a man right on the edge inside the 40-yard line of the Texans. First down and 10. 3 minutes left.
Yeah, boy. Get it. That's a nice throw.
Mahomes got the false confidence now.
False confidence? What are you talking about?
He's going to throw an interception. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. He thinks he can do it now, but he can't.
He only has 7 INTs. That's not that bad.
Mahomes from the shotgun hands it off right at the middle. He picks up about 3.
Why are they going to run it in this situation, man? They got the passing game's doing so well.
Yeah, but you also don't want to leave any time on the clock for the Texans. 2:15 left. We're almost, they're going to let it roll down to the 2-minute warning. This is either going to be an interception or a field goal. Ten to nothing. Texans are up. 2-minute warning timeout. And we'll be back in just a moment. I still haven't put my hot water in here yet, but I've got it right here. So I'll go ahead and pour that up right now. I appreciate everybody being here. If you haven't put a like on the live stream already, make sure you do that. If you're able to, and I'd like to help support the channel, I have donation links in the video description. I do accept super chats, but I'd prefer not to. I'd rather get PayPal. Danny knows that too. YouTube takes way too much of a cut.
Oh, I just gave it a like. A little football. It showed a little football. That's cool.
Yeah, they just changed those things recently. If YouTube knows what your video is basically about, it'll have some kind of little icon pop up: football, basketball, baseball, etc. I think if it's music, they would show like a music note or something. That's just. I think they have a variety of little emojis that kind of appear when you click the like button now. It just started a few weeks back. You're absolutely right. It was a phantom face mask. Mahomes turned his head to the left. At the same time, his hands came around. His finger touched his mask, but it was not a grab. It's that rule again, you know. There's a really light line, very fine line about how far you can go when you touch Mahomes, you know. You got to be careful. He's brittle. Mahomes in the shotgun. He's got a man on the left side. And Lassiter, I don't know why, Lassiter let him roll for the first down. I don't know what was going on there. They're going to show a replay. It was caught on the left side. And instead of touching him immediately, Lassiter just kind of let him roll and touched him after he got the first down. Laziness there, or a kind of a boneheaded play on Lassiter. It could have been second short, but instead it's 1st and 10. I'm not sure exactly what he was thinking. Take a look at this. Okay, look at him. He caught the ball, and you're just looking at him. What are you doing? And then he doesn't touch him until he gets past the line. Didn't make any sense.
Yeah. That was stupid.
1st and 10 in the shotgun. Mahomes gets it. Right looking there, for a man. He's got some pressure. He had a man wide open. Drops it. Nice.
He's anticipating the hit. That's the problem. His eyes turned before he caught the ball.
Mahomes was about to get hit too.
It's a dangerous pass for the receiver though, because well, it was kind of a bad pass. Yeah.
Nah, that was catchable. I think he didn't see it in time.
Let's see you catch that.
Shotgun, hands it off on the left side, run. Picks up about 5 yards. 3rd down and about 5. 1:40 left. Clock's running.
They need a touchdown. Come on, Andy Reid. You gotta be ballsy with these calls. Do something.
Andy Reid is washed up, man. He's just now he's just one of those old Wilford Brimley types. He's fighting the diabetes.
Nah, he's got enough rings. He's chill now.
Mahomes from the shotgun on 3rd and 5. He gets some pressure. They take him down. Oh, yeah, baby. That's a sack for loss of about 3 or 4. Mahomes looked like he was about to cry there.
How's Japan's weather? For me, it's cold and rainy. I think today's weather is 8 Celsius. What is Hey, Alexa, what is 8 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
8 degrees Celsius is 46.4.
46? That's not too cold, I guess. 46 Fahrenheit. Yeah, Mahomes could have ran that if he didn't second guess his little buttercup.
When your heart
Twinkle
is
twinkle.
all aflutter and you're surrounded by guys who can kill you, you know, that's how it goes. Field goal attempt coming up, 43-yard attempt.
Oh my God. Idiots.
It's banged off the right upright. Nothing doing with 1 minute left, 10-0.
Unbelievable.
How do you like that? Love it. Texans will have the ball with 1 minute left in the half. Great stop. Well, it's like I said, I thought they might get 3, but I'd be happy with 0. Well, I'm definitely happy. Anything going on in the live chat? Let me take a quick look here. Let's see. Yeah, doink.
Such an easy kick. So stupid.
Well, the weather here in Hiroshima today is actually going to be a little bit warmer. It's going to get up to about 16 or 17 degrees Celsius.
Oh, wow.
So let's see.
That's nice weather.
What is that in Fahrenheit? That's 60. That's really, really good weather. Really good temperature, right? It's kind of weird playing with the microphone mute toggle because whenever I need to say something to everybody, I have to unmute it. But whenever you respond or say something, I have to mute it to avoid the echo. But I think I figured out a way around that. I just can't do it right now. And that is to run our live stream through the other computer, like our video. But the problem with that is that I can't show your video. I can hear you and it's separate, but I wouldn't be able to show your video on screen, which is lame. But I just have to figure out a better way to set it up, you know.
I'm about to make me some coffee too.
Yeah, I just added some hot water to this. It's weak coffee, but at least it's hot.
Oh, there's Taylor Swift.
On the very first play, oh my gosh, they're calling offensive pass interference, but that was obviously not the case. That was a block there on Collins, and they call Collins for an offensive holding. Ridiculous. Backs him up 10 yards, 2nd and 20. There we go. You're right. You guys are right. More bad calls coming in, more bad refs coming in. Mills is in right now. He throws it down the middle. Did I say what? Why did they say Mills? I said Mills because they said Mills. But that's not Mills. Collins and Noel on the left side. Stroud in the shotgun. He's going to drop back and throw it over the right side. He's got his man Schultz. He steps out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at 48 seconds.
Kansas City has not figured out how to block those passes to the, sidelines. Like, they just keep allowing that.
It's too bad, though, that it's not nearly enough. I mean, it was 3rd and 20. It only got 4 yards. Now 3rd and 16. They might be getting the ball back here. They shouldn't have. 48 seconds. Stroud on the shotgun. He drops back. And he's going to have to hurry. He rushes out. He almost gets taken down. He throws it. Oh, my gosh. First down. Nice. Is that Collins? Yep. Figures.
That was a good play. Kept it alive.
Clock is running right now. 30 seconds. They're hurrying up to the line. It's on their own 45-yard line.
I thought he was gonna. Oh. Offside.
Ball start. They're going to have a 10-second runoff unless the Texans call a timeout. Okay, Houston decides to take the timeout to keep the 21 seconds on the clock. Really close play right there. Stroud just barely got it away. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He threw a turkey too. That thing was wobbling.
Mahomes needs to be taking notes right now.
Whatever, man.
That's how you get it to your man. It doesn't matter if it's ugly or not. It's better than throwing it into the grass. First and 15 from the shotgun. Stroud drops back, and he's going to get taken down by the foot. And that was lame.
It's like he tripped on a piece of gum or something.
Clock's running down. 10 seconds. 9, 8. Texans line up. Maybe one more play. Stroud in the shotgun. And he's going to... No, he gets away. He's going to have a chance to throw it down the field, and it's too short. Nothing doing. He throws it short to Marks. That's going to be it for the half. 10-0 Houston. Houston about 14 points away from where I guessed they would be at the end of the game. KC about 10 to 13 points away from where I guessed they would end.
See what Andy Reid's saying here.
Andy Reid said, we had things going, we just got to sustain it. You had things going, you scored nothing. And the closest you came was a doink off the field goal post. How do you call that? We had things going. You got shut down over and over, bro. He's living in a fantasy world. Well, I was looking at my notes and I realized them weren't notes at all. Them was my granddaughter's drawings, and that's why we couldn't do nothing. I was like, hey, Patrick, what do you make of this? And he goes, looks like kids' drawings to me. What, can you just improvise? Yeah, I can do that, coach.
They were my notes. That was my hamburger wrappers.
Well, normally in the old days, I used to, may draw plays and stuff, but yeah, I take my hamburger wrappers and I eat that burger fast, so it's nice and sloppy, and the mustard, the mayonnaise, the ketchup is like scattered all over the wrapper, and I just look at it and I squint, and whatever plan, whatever strategy seems to appear, that's what I call. How many hamburgers you eat in one game, Coach? Probably about 35.
Leave him alone. He's a genius.
They call him the Hamburglar. He steals games with his hamburger strategy.
Hey, if it works, right?
Certainly does.
Does Houston get the ball after the half? I guess so, huh?
Yeah, because the Chiefs started off with it, so the Texans will start off with the ball in the second.
TV trivia question is, who is the all-time passing TDs leader? All-time passing TD leader.
Brady?
Yeah, it has to be Brady. Either that or Peyton Manning, right? But Brady definitely.
Brady just kind of, well, yeah, Manning played for a long time. Brady played for a long time, so it's difficult.
Hmm. Okay, it's coffee break time.
Coffee time.
I don't know why my audio just kicks in every now and then, just boom.
I originally got a message from my Japanese language school. They wanted me to come dress up as Santa Claus this year, but I haven't heard anything from them in a couple of weeks, so I had to message them and see what was going on.
Did you reply to them and say you were going to do it?
I just got a message from them this morning. Haven't looked at it yet. I'm going to check it out right now and see what it says. Okay, so basically the leader of the school, she said that she'll contact me soon. So it looks like they're still planning to have me come over.
Is Temple of Brutus? Are you going to give us the answer to the question? It used to be Breeze, but I think Breeze lost it because I think Brady just kept going. I think pretty much Brady owns most of the records now, I think.
Brady is easily far ahead of Breeze because he just kept playing and playing and playing and playing, and he went to a lot of playoffs. You know, Breeze didn't get to the Super Bowl as much. He didn't go as deep into the playoffs as often, and he didn't stick around as much. So I don't think that Breeze is anywhere near competition for Brady.
What's Brady up to these days? I thought he was going to do a commentary. He's not.
I don't know. I mean, I only really pay attention to the broadcasts for the Texans, so I'm not sure what he's doing or where he's at. But, yeah, the all-time passing TDs leader, I'm going to stick with my first answer, which is Brady. Brutus says, I guess I mean career passing TDs. Is it Breeze or Manning, I guess? No, I don't think so. I think Edward, I think you're right. Same as me, Brady. Manning used to own a record, but not sure anymore. If I look online and it shows the all-time, the top three are Brady, Breeze, and Manning in that order. And then Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers could move up on that list because he's still playing, but he's still quite a ways behind Breeze and especially Brady. I mean, Rodgers is at 522, Manning's at 539, and Breeze is at 571, but Brady's at 649. He's way ahead of those guys. There's nobody else that has over 600 passing touchdowns. Only Brady does.
Like, I think he just kept playing just to cement his record forever. Who plays to like 44, 45 years old? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, especially if you got a league that has several teams that with mediocre quarterbacks or not so good quarterbacks, then it's easy to toss a few $1,000,000 at a guy like Brady to get him to come play on your team, you know, because you'd rather have a 44-year-old Tom Brady than a crappy quarterback. It kind of reminds me. I know you don't know anything about baseball really, but Justin Verlander is one of the greatest pitchers of all time. He pitched with the Tigers, then he pitched with the Astros for a while, and he went to the World Series with the Astros, and he's done a lot of great things for them. But he's still around. He's still pitching, and some people think that he should retire, but he got, another multi-million-dollar contract with the San Francisco Giants last year, and he started off the year terribly. He was doing really, really bad. Second half of the year, he did a lot better, and he got his ERA down in the threes, 3 point something. So that was a huge improvement. And, there are a lot of pitchers that can't keep their ERA, starting pitchers that can't keep their ERA in the 3 to 3.5 range. And so for him to bring it down at that age is pretty significant. Now, the thing is, I still don't want him back. I don't want Verlander to come back to the Astros. I want the Astros to get a good prospect, a younger starting pitcher who can be good for several years, because Verlander is just he's in his waning years, and the Astros are not a rebuild program. They only need one more good, solid starting pitcher behind their main pitcher, Hunter Brown, and then they need a few other guys to kind of fill in the gaps. But I feel like, to get Verlander as a backup guy, it's kind of overpaying. I think you could get somebody who's just as good, who's younger, and they kind of did that, actually. There was an American guy, I think his name's Weiss, and I think that some of my subscribers can correct me if I'm wrong, but they just recently traded this guy named Weiss. He spent the last couple of years pitching in Korea, in the Korean League, and his ERA was, his overall average for the past couple of years is basically 3. And they got him on a budget for like less than $2 million or something. So if they can find a few more guys like that, why would we spend more money on somebody who's much older, and you never know when he's going to get injured or when he's going to go out or when he's going to get blown up? He just doesn't have it anymore. He's lost a lot on his fastball. And but once again, if you got a terrible team, if there's a terrible team out there, they can probably use Verlander and guys like that to provide some backup. But to bring him in to a team like the Astros, it would be nostalgia only until he retires. And they don't have the budget for nostalgia. That's my opinion. I think most of my subscribers will agree, but there are occasionally some who say, I wish they'd get Verlander back. You can't relive the old days. Not with a guy who's knocking at the door of retirement, Yeah, I'm looking in the live chats. Yeah, that's right. Brutus says Brady won by attrition. The competition retired. That's true. But now Aaron's still in there. Aaron Rodgers is still in there. He's still competing, but he's got a long ways to go if he wants to catch Brady. He didn't play that well with the Giants. Yeah, he started off terribly, Edward, and then he did better in the second half. So he wound up okay, but still, I mean, for the whole season, just okay. And Edward agrees with me. He says, me either. We need another Brown. That's right. Another Hunter Brown would be nice. Yeah, I personally can't imagine why anybody would say, please bring back Verlander. They would just be trying to relive the old days, and that's not good enough. It's not good enough for me. It's bad enough that we brought back a couple of other players. We did. I'm glad that they didn't bring back Presley, but they brought back another one of their closers, and he didn't work out. They brought him back. They gave him some kind of gift or something for a milestone in his career, and then they immediately let him go. It was so ridiculous, so ridiculous. They did bring back Correa. I'm still hoping that that works out because it was good feels when he came back. But, I mean, he started off really good for the first few weeks. He was doing all right. But then he just kind of went cold, went kind of mediocre. And I don't want them to be in that boat again with the mediocrity. We need good players. Edward says, I wanted them to keep Dubon. Yeah, I don't understand why they kept some of the players they did and got rid of Dubon. Like, why do we keep Sanchez? Why do we keep Sanchez and get rid of Dubon? I mean, I know that Sanchez is a potential left-handed bat, but he didn't really show us enough good hitting, and he's absolutely horrible against right-handed pitching. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't get all of the moves that they're making. So, I mean, they haven't made any big moves yet, so I'm waiting to see. But the way baseball works is that if you have a pitcher win or get in the top 3 of the Cy Young voting at the end of the year, then you get a bonus first-round draft pick. And the thing is, if you spend too much money on your salary, if you go over the salary threshold, you lose that draft pick. So that's what the Astros are trying to avoid right now. They want to keep that draft pick, and they're also trying to decrease their salary on their roster so that they can try to find a nice pitcher to bring in. Looks like we're back at the game. The kickoff, there's a flag immediately, not surprisingly.
Oh my God. You're already starting this quarter off.
Yep, right off the bat, holding against the Texans, of course.
I
I didn't see any holding there at all. First and 10 for Stroud and the Texans. The start of the third, and they are on the 17-yard line, looks like. Yep. Handoff to Marks, who gets stopped in the backfield. Tries to bounce off of it, but he can't. That's a loss of about 5 or 6.
He got stuffed. He got stuffed like a calzone.
Like a Christmas turkey.
Like a Christmas turkey. Extra stuffing. Bam.
Hopefully it's not stovetop, though. I never understood why people buy that stuff. My mom made homemade dressing. It was the bomb, but stovetop stuffing was never good.
Well, yeah, if you compare it to homemade, of course. Stovetop was just, oh, come on. Intentional grounding. Is he out of
It
the
was at
pocket?
the feet of the running back, you know? So that was terrible. Stroud got rushed, and he just threw it at the feet of Marks. It's going to be 3rd and long.
It's not good for the Texans. They're not starting out good out the gate. I don't know, man. He could have got a penalty for throwing the quarterback down like that.
Well, he was already out for 3 weeks because he got knocked down on his back and hit his head on the ground, so we don't need more of that.
Well, he should be wearing a bobblehead too then, get some extra padding on his head. Oh, he's got all day long. What the hell? Oh.
Oh my gosh. All the way down the field to Hutchinson. And it's going to be a 3 and out for the Texans. So the refs jumping all over the Texans from the start, putting them back 10 yards, and then Stroud can't get it.
He had
on
like
4th,
30 minutes pass. Look at it. He's right there. How did he overthrow that guy?
So at
They
halftime, I think maybe he looked at Mahomes passing and he decided to start copying that.
more like
Here
he
comes the
had
punt.
stovetop. He had stovetop during the break.
Fair catch at the 44-yard line of the Chiefs. They have good starting position.
I can't believe these announcers are still going, right? They're so old. When do you think they retire?
Commentators are talking about how this is a team that has dominated for a decade. I think we can change decade to for too long, especially because of the refs. Mahomes rolls out to the left side, almost gets knocked down, throws it over the right side, and he's got a man. Bullock too loose on the coverage, all the way down to the Texans' 21-yard line.
Wow, that was a bomb right there. Woo.
It was such a
Nice.
light throw. It took forever to get down there. You'd think that Bullock had plenty of time to get to it. But did he not know it was on the way or what?
No, I mean, the receiver was way ahead of him. Oh, he juked him good, man. That's a good juke.
It worked because it was underthrown. Pitch to the left side, and it gets it all the way up to almost the first down marker, just 2 yards shy. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Oh, he could have broke away right there, man. If he could have just avoided that tackle, he would have. He would have been off to the races. He just ran right into
The
that
guy that blew the coverage just a moment ago, he's the one who made the tackle just now. Handoff goes up the middle, and he's stopped about a yard short.
Push, push, push. Ah.
Yeah, they push just backwards. Push the wrong direction for you.
This guy's hair, man, it's like a freaking burrito with extra beef in it, man.
Just spilling out of the helmet.
Yeah, it's just coming out. It's
like the Predator wearing a football helmet.
It's like the tortilla was too small for the meat, you know? It's like
3rd and 1. Mahomes in the shotgun. He's got one man in the backfield behind him. He goes up the middle, and they stand him up, but the little bit of a push, it looks like they're going to get it.
He's got it. Dang, they're going to bend him in half. And he has his burrito hanging out. He looks like he's possessed. He's just levitating over the. They're just lifting him up.
1st and 10 from the 10.5-yard line. Run right up the middle. He picks up about 3.
Just throw it in already. Golly, with these stupid run calls.
Mahomes too much of a baby boy to do the QB run himself. And at the last moment, he decides, well, I'll try to help out a little bit. I'll push a little bit. In the shotgun, 2nd and 7, he has to roll out. He's getting chased, and he throws it. That should be grounding. That was nowhere near his receiver.
He's out of the pocket, though, I think, so he's okay. He says, is Danny a Chiefs fan? Yeah, I think I'm going for the Chiefs just out of...
Just to be anti-Texans.
Anti-Texans, yeah, just for a little bit of balance here. No, but I mean, yeah, I don't really like the Texans anyways, in general. Oh, ooh, you almost got it.
Mahomes scrambles, almost gets sacked. runs forward for a few yards. 4th and 1 at the what appears to be the 2-yard line.
I mean, the Falcons never really play the Texans, right? So, don't really have any bad ill will towards the Texans. It's just, not really a team that crosses our path very often, right? So,
All right, 4th and 1. They're going for it. They're in the shotgun. Looks like they're going to try to run it right up the middle. We'll see. He does. He's shut down. No, he gets through with the push.
yes, touchdown, baby.
He was shut down, and then suddenly there was a second burst. He got through, but originally he was shut down. That should have been a turnover right there on downs, but unfortunately it is a touchdown right up the middle. It's 10-6.
Boo. I mean, at least it's keeping the game a little interesting now. If they don't convert that to a touchdown, then this game's gonna get boring quick.
Well, that first hit though, man. That first hit, they got lucky that he was able to bounce off of that and keep going forward.
Oh, okay. You better get that kick this time. Jeez.
Yeah, he barely got that extra point. It's 10-7. It took the Chiefs nearly 2.5 quarters to get points on the board. It's a 3-point Texans lead here in the third quarter. And it took a 4th down try, a 4th and 1, in order to get it.
I just think it's too late for the Chiefs to turn their season around. It's too late. How many games left in the regular season now? Not much, right? 3?
Yeah, there are a few more. Let me take a look at the schedule right quick.
If it's 6-6, there's 6-6, so that's 12 games. So there's 15 games in the season, or 16 games in the season now, right? So yeah, there's after this game, there'll be 4 more. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So yeah, they got a little bit of extra hope.
I don't know who the Chiefs have coming up, but I can pull it up right quick and take a look. Whoops, clicked on the wrong thing. Let's see who the Chiefs have coming up. I think the Chiefs' schedule is actually harder, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to play the Chargers. Well, the Titans, that's an easy game. The Titans suck. They've won like 1 game, maybe 2. Chargers, Titans, and Broncos, and the Raiders. So Chargers, Titans, Broncos, Raiders for the
The Broncos.
yeah, the Broncos. The Bronx.
The Broncos from the Bronx.
That would be funny. Move the Broncos to New York, and they could be the Brooklyn Bronx.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, what is audio? And why did the Redskins change their name, but the Chiefs still kind of the Chiefs, right? If they were saying like the Redskins were like a racist team.
Yeah, I've wondered the same thing, but I guess it's because one refers directly to the skin. But that's another thing I don't understand. Why is it wrong to say redskin if we say whites, blacks, yellow? If we say those things are okay, but why is it not okay to say? And the Native American nations actually came out and protested that. They wanted to keep that. They say that to change it is racist. So there was more support for keeping it rather than changing it.
There's complaining then. They had
a very minority of people that don't matter.
If I was an Indian person, I would want some representation, right? I'd be like, yeah, go for it, you know?
Yeah, and the Redskins had a really cool logo, man. They had a Native American right on the side of the helmet. That was awesome. Even the
Right.
Indians changed their name to the Guardians.
The Guardians of the
Stupid.
Galaxy.
I call them the Gardindians.
What are they gonna guard? Stupid.
1st and 10, handoff right up the middle for Marks, and he gets about 1 yard.
Brandon Bickford says, hi, how are y'all doing today? Doing good. Cold. Cold, rainy day.
Yeah, I don't know if we got any rain today. I haven't looked out the window. It's a little cold in here, but it's not nearly as cold as it was yesterday.
It's cold and rainy every day now. Every day it's like 60% chance of rain, and there's always a cloud dumping rain every couple hours. Don't live on the coast.
I think that there's a lot of bad weather that comes from the west that sometimes bypasses me and it goes right over you. Second and 8.
It comes from Korea, I think. It's like this weather pattern that just comes downward. And it hits us, and then it doesn't get past the mountain ranges, I think, that block it for you, right? You got a lot of mountains that are gonna block all that. Well, what city are you in now? I don't even know what city you're in.
Actually, right now I am in Hiroshima City, so I'm pretty close to the south coast. But
the actual main city then, downtown.
yeah, it's also not as cold here as it is out in the countryside where my house is located. Stroud is back on 3rd and 8, throws it way over the head of Collins, and that's 3 and out. 2 bad passes from Stroud in a row.
Seriously, man, he came out after the second half just completely sucking it.
Yeah, 2-yard run on 1st down, and then 2 bad throws, and now it's 4th and 8. They're going to punt it away. Long-haired hippie in to punt the ball. Townsend's kick is away all the way down to about the 6. He's going to try to return it. He gets taken down, fall down. No, he doesn't fall. He stumbles but doesn't fall. He's still up, moving around. Finally, they get him down about the 18-yard line. Good grief.
Too much dancing. Just run, boy.
Another flag is down. Hopefully that's holding against the Chiefs. That'd be nice. Take him back to the 8-yard line. Maybe illegal block in the back. The officials are what does Vegas say? That's always, every time I see the refs get together and discuss it. Hey man, I saw what could have been a penalty. What does Vegas say? Let me check right quick.
What team did you bet for? Okay, let's go against that one.
What's going to make us all more money? I think it's this one. Oh, no, I have this one. What do you have? I have that one too. Okay, well, you're the tiebreaker. You get the next one, man. Don't feel bad. You get the next one. But it is an illegal block in the back against the Chiefs, so they will get backed up to about the 8-yard line. Unmute. 20 people listening in right now. Thanks for being here. I would like for you to hit that like button on the live stream if you've not done so already. And if you can use the live chat, you can let Danny know why the Chiefs are a terrible team to root for.
Yeah, please let me know.
Is that shirt you're wearing just about style, or do you care about Navy? I think it's just the shirt, right?
It's a brand, actually. Just the brand is called Navy.
What about Old Navy? That's Old Navy. I think you're thinking about. Is there a brand called just Navy?
It's just called Navy, yeah. Like the tag just says Navy.
I don't know, man. I think you on the outside you try to pretend to be communist, but on the inside you're like USA military Navy, yeah.
Yeah, bro. The funny thing is, like, I use this for jogging, so I'm like running down the street jogging in Japan with a Navy shirt. They probably think this American bastard. You know,
Get out of here with your black ships.
on the coast of Japan, running around in a Navy shirt.
That would be kind of funny though. I wonder how many of our viewers don't even know what that means. If I mention the black ships, the American black ships, I bet you nobody in the chat knows what that means. They'd have to look it up, right?
I don't know what it means either. You got to explain it to me.
Really? Okay. Oh, there's an event that you know about though.
Racist. I don't know.
You know about whenever the Americans came to Japan and were trying to make them trade, and they wouldn't, so they just started basically shooting missiles at them from their ships. Started shooting cannons or whatever at them until they gave in and decided, okay, we'll trade. You know, because they were literally forced to open up because Japan didn't want to open up, and those ships were known as the black ships because of the color and the appearance.
No, I don't know.
Very infamous in Japan. If you ask any Japanese person, you can even ask your wife, just say, hey, what do you think about the black ships?
You don't know.
She knows. She knows, dude. I'll tell you, she knows. She knows.
Doesn't have that, dude. I could ask anybody. Half the people in Japan probably don't know either.
No, man, Japanese know this, man. They learn about it in school. It's a big part of the history and the culture of Japan. They know. Trust me, they know.
Now I need to ask somebody. Where is there somebody to ask this question? I'm gonna ask tomorrow.
Any Japanese person knows. You can say, "What's your opinion about the black ships?"
I'm gonna ask somebody.
There was a delay of game there on second down, and that run right up the middle. They picked up a few yards. It's going to be third and about 4 or 5 yards to go.
What is he doing? What's wrong with his leg? Is he icing it?
Knee issue, looks like. Second and 4, Mahomes in the shotgun. He hands it off. They go kind of to the right side, and does he get it, or looks like he got stood up right at the line.
Yeah, he didn't make it.
Third and 1.
Come on, convert.
Shut him down this time. Come on, brick wall. Steel wall. He pushes forward for about a yard. I think maybe not even a yard, but it's enough.
That's all they need.
Half-yard push, that's all they needed.
This guy's getting some oxygen.
Pacheco. It sounds like Pachinko. What do you want to name your kid? Pachinko? First and 10. Fakes the handoff. He's looking for somebody to throw it to. Goes down the middle. Got a guy wide open. Nice. He dives forward.
What? Why does he just go down like that? Dude. They were letting you run. Run.
I was kind of wondering the same thing there, man. He gets the ball and he just dives on the ground. What are you doing, bro?
Like somebody threw a grenade or something like that. Like, bro, like nobody's even grabbing you. You had all the room to run on the right side.
That was
Oh, okay.
hilarious. Another pass from Holmes on the left side, a terrible pass. It doesn't even get to his man. 2nd and 10. That was a good example of the receiver did not want to experience any contact. Just dive on the ground.
I feel like that's what it is these days. Like sometimes when I watch games, I feel like people don't want the extra yardage anymore. They get what they get and then they give up. It's crazy.
I've seen that also when they miss a pass. They think they're going to get creamed when they try to catch a pass. They close their eyes and they flinch, but they don't get hit. They drop the ball.
All right, that's a good run.
That's a run over on the left side, kind of up the middle. Picks up about 6 or 7.
That was a nice little cut there. Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Pachinko
Right?
takes a gamble and goes to the left.
Okay.
Mahomes in the backfield, 3rd and 4. Come on, this is a good opportunity to shut them down and get the ball back.
It's gonna go to Steak Burrito. He's gonna get it.
Oh, bad pass at the feet of Petrie. He didn't even get anywhere near his man. Kelsey is who he was going. You gonna cry? You gonna cry?
Kelsey hasn't caught anything, has he?
Kind of hard to catch it when it's about 4 feet in front of you.
Was he holding? I don't know. They were hugging each other.
They're just showing a little sportsmanship to each other, you know, being nice to each other. A little pat on the butt, a little hug, a little kiss on the cheek. Here's the punt. Kind of a straightforward line drive punt. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 12 or 13 yard line, I believe. All right, there's a timeout now as the Texans are going to come back on the field in just a moment. I'm going to have a TV timeout. I'm going to seize the opportunity to take a look at the old live chat. Let's see what we got. Yep. Oh, okay, we got some comments about the Astros here. Brutus says Astros drafted 19 players last July, including big hitter Xavier Nayans, a third baseman from Mount Vernon High School. Horrible throw, but yes, it was. He had 2 horrible throws back to back. Is Danny oh yeah, you already answered that one. Is Danny a Chiefs fan? He just wants to be a little antagonistic today against the Texans, so it's all good. But I like the boo response there. Boo. Braden, it's good to see you. I'm doing okay, and I'm glad you're here. I shaved my hair, buzz cut. I lost a bet with my baseball teammates. I wanted the Blue Jays to win, and they did not. Yep, I did too. The Dodgers buy another World Series. If you can't win with skills alone, what do? Spend billions of dollars. I mean, they've got all the marketing in the world. They make money all over the world from all of their apparel. And now that they've got a famous Japanese player, more than one, actually, they've got like 100 famous Japanese players on their team now. So they're really cranking up the international support. They're not hurting for money, so they can afford to pay whatever they want. And that's unfair because their penalties in MLB, when you go above a certain threshold on your salary, you have to start paying penalties. But the Dodgers just can say, we don't care about that. We don't care about paying penalties because we get so much money in revenue from our shirts and apparel and TV deals and all of these other things. We're richer than any other team in the MLB. So we can pay all of the fines in the world, and it doesn't matter to us. So they just keep buying and buying and buying all of these expensive players. No wonder they go to the World Series. No wonder they can win in the World Series. And they were still almost beat. They still had to go to 7 games. They couldn't easily beat the Blue Jays, but I was disappointed that the narcissist Dodgers won the World Series. That was very unfortunate.
The Dodgers did win?
Yeah, they did. They took it to 7 and 1.
Wow. So that's why Otani is like so big now, right?
Well, he was big before, but it just makes him even bigger.
I hate that guy so much. I don't know why. His face annoys me.
I'm tired of seeing him too. I mean, I don't mind that he's successful, but that he went to the Dodgers bothers me a lot because I really can't stand the Dodgers.
His fat, pudgy face is like on everything now.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a kid, right?
Yeah.
Fat kid, overweight kid. Mark's in the backfield, doesn't have anywhere to go, and it's 3rd and 10. Texans aren't doing anything with the ball right now.
Oh, somebody from South Bronx gave a shout out. Appreciate it. BKL Contreras, aka Sports Entertainment Guy.
3rd down and 10. Texans have it at their own 12-yard line. Stroud in the shotgun. Here comes the snap. He drops back. Got a little time. Rolls out to the right. He's got a man. Diving catch. Holy cow. Is that Noel? They're going to say incomplete. No, that was Kirk. They're saying incomplete. How's that incomplete?
He dived out. When he grabbed the ball, he landed out of bounds, I think.
Take a look at this replay here. It hit the ground. Yeah, that's right.
Oh. Why is he looking all stupid? Like, what do you mean? He knows what happened.
Yeah, he's got to ham it up.
What are you talking about? Like, they don't have like 5 different camera angles anymore, you know?
Going to be more
Maybe
good field position for the Chiefs. Once again, the Texans have to rely on their defense. Here's the punt. Not a good punt at all. It doesn't even get to the 50-yard line, and it's out of bounds. Holy cow, man. From the 12-yard line, he punts it basically about 30 yards. Ridiculous. So the Chiefs are going to have the ball at the Texans' 48, essentially. This is the thing that bothers me. When you look at the Texans' record, the only reason they're there, and this is the truth, everybody who knows the Texans knows that this is true. The only reason that their record is what it is right now is because of the defense. It has nothing to do with the offense. Offense is terrible.
That's what I'm telling you, man. Their quarterback sucks, man. That guy is not good.
Well, if you've been following the team for the past few years, what you'll realize is that every year the problem has been that the offensive line doesn't provide any protection. And now a lot of people speculate that he has PTSD. So he's always trying to rush everything. He's trying to rush his throws, rush the plays, because he's been getting beat up so badly every single freaking year. And it started off the same this year. It was just more of the same. It gets old really fast when your offensive line can't give your quarterback any time in the pocket, and he's either getting hit, getting sacked, or he's having to rush out of the pocket to make a throw. And that's basically what the Texans offense has been nonstop for the past several years. So if they didn't have a defense, they would definitely be one of the worst teams, if not the worst teams, or the worst team in the NFL, because it's just annoying. I'm in the camp of the guys that really believe that Stroud is actually much better than he appears to be, but he's always looking over his shoulder when he plays. And you can tell, even when he has time, he seems to be rushed and makes quick rushed passes and stuff. And I think they're right when they say that he's got kind of like a sort of PTSD from, I'm going to get hit, I got to get rid of it. I really do believe that he's kind of stuck in that mode. It's difficult to get out of that once you play several years and you're just getting destroyed over and over again, you know? And he just came back from a concussion thing too.
Every quarterback in the league has to deal with that. If you can't.
No, you're incorrect. Not every quarterback has to deal with a terrible offensive line. That's incorrect.
Eventually, every great quarterback, regardless of whether they have a good offensive line, will eventually have a year where they're getting clocked left and right. I mean, Tom Brady had many years like that, but he has to learn to
Well,
deal
Brady
with it,
also
right?
played like 30 years, you know.
Yeah. How old is this quarterback? How many years in the league now?
I think Brady's 100 years old now. Mahomes goes way down the field on a bomb to the end zone. Oh, good defense there. It was right in his hands, and he gets crushed by Lassiter.
That was a good hit. He got hit right at the second he touched it.
Yeah, that was perfectly timed. It was right in his hands. Look at that. Boom. Look at that perfect defense, baby.
Oh, man. That was a good throw, too.
Yeah, Mahomes, he put it right there, but it wasn't good enough.
Right in his freaking numbers, man. He could have easily pulled that ball down.
Can't pull it in when you got perfect defense. Whoop, whoop. 2nd and 10. He throws out at the left side, and he's going to get forced out after about 6 yards gained.
Oh, man. Brother BKL said, yeah, the offense is bad. And we know Patrick Mahomes is struggling against Houston defense. Yeah. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying that the defense is good, but I just don't see anything that says to me like this defense is amazing, like they're playing like a normal defense to me.
Well, the one thing that you haven't seen in this game that has happened over the past several weeks is lots of sacks. I mean, they have rushed him. I mean, look they're rushing him out right there again. But
wow. Oh no, his knee. Is he limping? Oh
yeah,
shit.
Mahomes he's probably not even in pain. He's just doing that to try to make himself look cool. Look at that. Look at his daddy's little trooper.
Why would he want to look cool limping? There's literally nothing cool
because
about
he's
limping.
Mahomes. This is the guy that wants penalties when he gets tackled. He gets sacked and he wants them to throw penalty flags. He's so used to it.
Though. He just made a good play.
Handoff up the middle, about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line, looks like, of the Texans.
Oh, wow. Look at that. New England is doing really good now. I didn't realize.
Jacksonville's been getting lucky, winning several games in a row recently.
Who's the Broncos quarterback now?
I should know that because they played them earlier a few weeks ago, but I can't remember. Mahomes runs it over on the left side. Is forced out of bounds. 3rd down.
He's literally the only player on the field with that helmet. He doesn't think he looks stupid. I guess he doesn't care, right?
Look how he didn't hit Mahomes either right there at the end. He knew that would be a penalty.
Yeah, he's smart.
He also didn't want to hit his head, I guess.
That's true. Although he wouldn't feel it.
Look at that. Another pass right in his hands. They had the 1st down with 3rd and a long 2, and he missed it. He dropped it.
God, dude, that was it. Dude, you would have converted. Go for it, Andy Reid. Don't play it safe. Let's go. Ah,
right in his face mask.
How stupid can you be?
Womp womp. They're going to go for the field goal. How long is this field goal? He missed the one from 43 when he knocked it off the upright. This one will be a 36-yard attempt. Maybe he'll hit the left upright this time.
Man, that sucks. Well, at least it's tied.
Oh my gosh, he almost did. He barely got it in on the left side. He almost hit that left upright. That was close.
This kicker is the worst, dude. Oh my God. Oh, that's the one of us. Oh,
wow. Maybe, what, just a couple of inches there, maybe 4 inches?
Yeah, like the length of my wiener.
Man, if I had called that one, I almost called it. Almost. But the game is tied, unfortunately. It's 10-10. Houston hasn't done anything at all on offense, and the defense has bent a little bit. And it's just a minute and 50 seconds away from the fourth quarter. All tied up. Reset the game.
Yeah, back to 0 basically. So that'll make a interesting fourth quarter, I think.
Yep, we'll see how it goes. Good thing is that the Texans have the ball right now. They're about to get it. Maybe they can grind it out and slowly move it down the field and eliminate most of this game clock. Here comes the kickoff. Looks like kind of a short one. Catches it at the 5. He's past the 20, the 25, or just shy of the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. Why are they celebrating? Be quiet. Sit down.
He didn't go anywhere.
I don't understand why they celebrate what they're supposed to do, you know. On this play, I want you to run down the field and tackle him. Don't let him go past the 25-yard line if you can. Okay. He runs out there, they get him down at the 24, and then they celebrate like they just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Celebrate when you win the game.
All right.
1st and 10. Stroud is back. He's rushed, and he throws it at the feet of Marks. To avoid the sack. Maybe Stroud has thrown it in the grass like that 6 times this game to avoid sacks. So the offensive line, once again, not doing Stroud any favors.
He had time.
Okay.
It just took too long. He's just standing there.
It's because he's looking for a receiver and he didn't have anybody.
Yeah, well, then he needs to break out of the pocket, not just stand there.
You can't blame him. You know, you got to blame those receivers for not getting open. Marks doesn't have anywhere to go there. He gets maybe a yard.
Well, like
If we have another
City.
3 and out here, I'm just, you know, I don't know what to say. But then again, you know, the Texans played like crap a couple of weeks ago, and they were down by like 20 points or something in the fourth quarter. They came back and won the game. Just kind of everything started clicking. So you never know. 3rd down and 10. Stroud in the shotgun. He's got Marks. He goes up the middle. He's got 3 guys on him. He goes down the field. There's nobody there.
Wow. That's intentional grounding. There is literally no receiver within like a million miles of that.
Well, he threw that's not intentional grounding. He got it past the line of scrimmage.
Brother BKL says, when you guys became Houston fans.
Yep, he was outside the pocket and he threw the ball beyond the line of scrimmage, so there's no intentional grounding.
When did you become a Houston's fan?
Me?
You, yeah.
Oh, when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
When I was a baby, I was in Houston for about 7 years.
Oh, you lived in Houston.
Yeah, I was born in Shreveport, but when I was still suckling at my mother's teat, they moved us to Houston, and so I grew up in Houston and became an Oilers fan, a Rockets fan, an Astros fan. We went to the Astrodome to see some games. I never got to see the Rockets play, but I did get to see an Oilers game. I saw a few Astros games. But my brother, he decided to pick all of the most narcissistic teams you can. The Lakers, the Dodgers, and the Cowboys.
Oh my God. The worst teams ever.
Right. Mahomes has to rush out of the pocket. He's under pressure. Oh! He gets nailed by Petrie. Patrick Mahomes makes the pass to Rice, and Rice gets crushed by Petrie right before the first down marker. It's going to be second short. Petrie just blew him up.
Petri dish.
Man, did you see that hit?
Oh yeah. Ooh, man. Oh yeah, that's why he wears that helmet.
Oh, they're saying that wasn't a catch. They took it back. It's 2nd and 10. Nice. Run down the right side, picks up about 5 or 6. Third down. That's the end of the third quarter, y'all. Use guys. Hey, use guys. You know, it's like the end of the third quarter. You know, or something. Hey, yo, it's 10 to 10. 3rd and 6. Are they gonna have another play, or are they gonna let it run down? Looks like they're gonna let it run down. We're gonna go in the fourth quarter right here. KC with the ball on their own 42-yard line. 3rd down and about 6 to go.
Yeah, Brutus says the offensive line just given up. I think so. I feel like they're just tired. They look like they just can't hold anybody back.
Well, bro, I'm telling you, they're not tired. They're just bad. The offensive line has been bad for a really long time. I mean, you can literally ask anybody in the chat, have you been following the Texans for a while? If they say yes, for years, then you can say, is the offensive line bad? Yes, they will say, of course. Do they give Stroud enough protection? No, they do not. Have they ever given Stroud protection? No. Is the offense overall mediocre or bad? It's basically bad. And occasionally they get lucky and they'll score some points, you know. But like I said, in order to win the game, they really need to try to aim for around 20 or 21 points, because the defense is strong enough to typically keep the other team at that level or a little less. But if the Texans can't score more than, 13 points, it becomes really hard. I think it's just too much pressure to expect the defense to go out there and keep the other teams at 10 to 13 points. Even 17 points. You can't expect that they're going to keep every single team to 17 points or less. It's ridiculous. Right. But actually, I can look up the points per game that they're allowing. I thought it was around 19, but let me take a look.
Man. Oof.
So right now for 2025, the Texans defense are averaging 16 and a half points per game given up, and that's stellar. It's best in the league. But that basically means if the Texans can average 20 points a game, then they can generally win. But you can't always expect the defense to just limit the other team to 16 or 17 points, As they're zooming through that museum, I thought for a second there I was at the Peace Memorial Park Museum here in Hiroshima.
It kind of looked that way, right? What is this, like the gangster museum? Was Oh, let's go.
All right, interception. How about that Lassiter?
My God.
Yes, Mahomes went deep on 3rd down all the way down the field, and Lassiter just jumped up and grabbed it and brought it down. Another interception. Texans get the ball back. That's what I like.
He left it in the air for like 30 seconds. Everybody on the field knew where that ball was going. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It's a terrible pass.
Absolutely beautiful. Mahomes going to cry again.
He does look like he's crying.
He does have a sorrowful look on his face, though, but maybe it's because his knee is bothering him. It's my knee, coach. Give me another hamburger. Can I lick your wrapper, coach?
They're my hamburgers. Don't touch them.
Chubb is in. He runs right up the middle and gets about 5 or 6 yards. That's the Chubb chug, man. Chubb chugging right up the middle. And I feel like I take more cough medicine and pain medicine than I do food. Just constantly chewing it all day long. 2nd and 6. Stroud goes back and he gets sacked. He has nowhere to go. That's terrible.
Wow. The whole offensive line just collapsed. Oh, he looks hurt.
Yeah, Stroud's limping a little bit, but he's up and moving around.
He's walking it off right now. He probably got winded on that one.
We're getting the OG offensive line right now.
Yeah, he got slammed.
Wow, Stroud was in the process of throwing that ball. How did he grip it with one hand and not lose it? That was amazing. 3rd and 17. He's back again, pressured. He throws it. He's got a man. First down, Schultz, right on the line. 3rd and 17, and they convert the first down. No, that's Higgins. I'm sorry. Higgins, not Schultz. Beautimous is the word I would use to describe that. Mr. Higgins, good catch, sir. Lean forward just enough.
Oh, sorry, Higgins. You've done a...
Stroud from the shotgun. He's got a man on the left side. It's Noel.
Wow.
About a 7-yard gain there. Suddenly Stroud moving the ball down the field.
That was the second time until Patrick Mahomes got intercepted, and plus Brown is the perfect secret weapon. Yeah, Brown is doing good.
Hand off. Woody Marks falls short of the first down. They're going to need another 2 yards. It's 3rd down, 2.
Come on, guys.
They're going to show us a replay here. Let's take a look at it.
Bolton. I always feel like if the guy has long dreads like that, they always play good. What if
Like
guys
Palomalu.
Yeah, Palomalu. You just see the hair coming, right?
Yeah. He takes up a lot of space. A reverse to Noel on the left side. Oh, he almost gets to the first down marker and gets clobbered by Watson. Short. 4th and 2.
What do you think? They're gonna go for
There's
it?
a flag down. Yeah, it's gonna be. I bet you it's gonna be unsportsmanlike conduct.
You think so? No.
Or it's a hold. It's gonna be against the Chiefs.
No. What? Holding.
Holding on Houston. What? What in the world? Penalties declined. They're gonna say 4th down. Wow.
Where? Oh, number 12, Collins. Not really a hold, but whatever. Man, what a tackle. Wow.
Got him right on the hip. 4th and 2. They're going to punt it away. I hope it's a fake. Come on, show me the fake.
Oh, they're going to rush the kick. Wow.
Nah, he kicks it off. Fair catch about the 22-yard line. Man, this is such a lame game right now. This is a 3rd and 4th quarter. So lame.
Yeah. It's just been a defensive battle. It seems like both offenses just haven't got anything going.
It's a typical Texans game. Defense is always doing a good job, and offense just, they either just score a little or they get lucky and they score a couple extra. I was hoping that they would get lucky because I didn't think that the Chiefs really had a decent enough defense to keep the Texans from scoring 20. But once again, you know, Texans are going to be Texans on offense. I wonder how many hurries, knockdowns, and sacks. I wonder what the stats are for that in this game. I think I can take a look. Okay, I have some stats on the screen. Time of possession is almost exactly the same. 24 minutes and 23 and a half, almost exactly the same. Total yards, Houston 218, Chiefs 230. Passing yards, check this out, 178 for the Texans and only 119 for Mahomes. And rushing yards, that's the big difference. The Chiefs have 111, Texans with only 40. But yards per play are almost exactly the same. It balances out, 4.5 and 4.4. Chiefs have 4 more first downs, 14. And third down efficiency is terrible for both teams. The Chiefs are 4 for 12, and the Texans are 6 for 14. Terrible. Total plays are almost exactly the same, 50 to 51. 3 sacks against the Texans and 2 sacks against the Chiefs. Man, the Texans have punted the ball 7 times. The Chiefs have punted 4. Penalties, check this out. 54 yards of penalties against the Texans, only 15 against the Chiefs. Not surprised. No fumbles, 2 interceptions for the Texans against the Chiefs. I guess you could say the penalty yards is a big thing. Mahomes is rushed. He has to throw it away on the right side. It'd be 2nd and 10. They're showing some highlights. Yeah, this is actually a season low, they said, for Hunter. His pressure rate. 0 pressures on 13 pass rushes. And he's one of their 2 best guys. Anderson is number 1. Hunter is number 2.
That's what
2nd and 10.
Like, I don't see a good defense today. Even though they put a lot of pressure there, so that was good.
Well, Mahomes has had to rush out of the pocket several times and run with it several times. So there's been pressure and 2 sacks.
And
They're definitely not performing as good as they usually do, but you know, they're incomplete pass, 3rd down, 3rd and 10. They're going to decline the penalty. But if this game ends with KC only scoring 10 points, that's a victory. That's a big victory for the defense. 3rd and 10. 25 seconds on the play clock. Mahomes in the shotgun at their own 22-yard line. Sack coming up, baby. Let's order a sack. Mahomes drops back. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket. Come on, get him. Don't let him stay up. Don't let him stay up. Boom! Take him down. Take him down.
Oh, he tucked in.
He got hit, but he didn't wrap him up.
Oh, he didn't get it, though.
No, he definitely didn't get it. It's short, but are they going to go for it on their own side of the field?
I know. That's a tough one. Do it.
That was a weak sauce tackle right there.
Looks like he's staying on the field. Let's see.
El Shair's a good player. I don't know what he was thinking right there. Went in and hit Mahomes, but didn't wrap him up. It's a first, 1 yard, 4th down try. Mahomes in the backfield. He drops back. He's going to throw it. Get him. It's a sack. No, he gets the ball. Oh, whew. It's knocked down. Thank goodness gracious. It's a 4 and out. Woohoo! Stingley. It's my man Stingley, baby. I thought it was going to be a sack. He got the ball away, but Stingley knocks it away, and it's going to be Texans ball deep in Chiefs territory. How do you like that? Woo woo.
My God, that was the worst play calling. I mean, what did they think they were gonna do? No, somebody looked like they got a hand on it.
They were once again relying on the improvisation there, and it didn't work out.
They just needed 1 yard. Just stuff it down the center.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised they decided to throw it on 4th and 1, and now Texans have it at the 31-yard line of the Chiefs. Handoff right up the middle. Marks pushes forward. Gets about 5, maybe. Andy Reid walking around. I read that wrapper wrong. Went back and looked at it and realized there was some mayonnaise on the side. I missed it. Wrong call. Second and 4. Another run up the middle. Nothing much there. 1 yard maybe.
Mm.
3rd and 3.
If they stop them, they're still gonna have enough for a field goal for sure.
Yeah, I mean the Texans have a good field goal kicker, but still, you want to be a little closer. It's a long field goal right there. Come on, I want to see a good play call here. We need a touchdown. Make a good play call. Don't be conservative. Go for it. Stroud in the backfield in the shotgun. He's got Marks to the right. He is going to throw it. He gets rushed out. No sacks. He's got a little time. He throws it. He's got a man. Nice. Higgins. He finds Higgins on the right side. First down.
That's the worst defense. Wrap them up. Get them.
Stroud is able to get away from that grab on his foot, avoid the sack, rolls out to the right side, and just at the last moment, boom, right in there. Higgins grabs it and pulls it in.
Probably the first good throw of the freaking game for Stroud.
Nice, solid, good bullet. 1st and 10, he rolls out to the left side looking for a man. Doesn't have anything. He's going to run it for about 2 or 3 yards. Go out of bounds.
Oh.
All the way down to the 13-yard line. 2nd and 7. Stroud under center. Marks in the backfield. Man in motion. He's going to hand it off. Marks to the right side. Gets a hole. Gets the first down and a little more. Nice.
Wow.
Picks up about 8 yards. 1st and 10. Or 1st and goal now inside the 10.
Whew.
Man, everybody's getting hit this game on both sides. Marks was down there for a second. They had to come out and check him out. It looks like he's got, oh, maybe he got grass in his eyes or something. It looks like that was the problem. He was like wiping at his eyes for a long time. Maybe when he went down, he got a bunch of dirt and grass in his face. Ogunbowale's in the game. I haven't seen him in the game in a long time. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Texans need no less than 7 points total right here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Ogwali in the backfield with Stroud in the shotgun. He hands it off. Goes up the middle. He might be able to push through. He does. Touchdown. Ogwali gets his first run in a while, and it goes right up the middle for the TD.
God. All right. Well, they're going to have to come back and respond somehow.
Reed looks so disappointed.
Why wouldn't he be? Jesus Christ, they suck, man. Oh my God. A big old
That was a
gaping
nice, solid run.
center. It was a strong run.
Extra point coming up. Is it Fairbairn? Yep. Fairbairn's in. Kick is good. 17-10. Texans up. Nice. They did exactly what I wanted them to do. Just run that clock off, march down the field, and get a score. 6:56 left to go in the fourth. Texans up by 7. I think that I can go grab me some more. I've got hot water in here, but I don't have anything in my cup. I'm going to go in here and grab myself maybe a tea bag. I'll be right back. Go Texans and all that jazz.
Where is everybody from? At the Temple of Brutus. Is everybody in Texas right now? I know that somebody said they're in the Bronx. Houston. Ah, all right. Nice. I think I've only been to Houston one time.
Whenever I'm doing the Astros games, we have a lot more viewers and got some people in Asia, some people in Europe, South America, Mexico, US, Canada, kind of all over the place. Lots of Astros fans all over the world. But, I did last year, from the All-Star break in the summer all the way to the end of the year. I called every one of those games basically, and then I called almost every single game this year. I think I called about 98% of the Astros games this year.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, I built quite the audience, but whenever I shifted over to NBA and NFL, viewership went way down. It hasn't recovered. Kansas City kneels the ball in the end zone, so there's no return on the kickoff. I know that there's no Costco anywhere near you, but is there one within driving distance of where you are, like a day trip kind of thing?
That's a good question. I don't think so. No.
They got one around Kyoto City?
Kyoto City should have one, I think, but that's far, man. I gotta drive like 2.5 hours for that.
Very first play, Kansas City picks up about 6 yards at 2nd and 4.
Let's see. Actually, I I think there's one in Maizuru. Is that a Costco? No, that's not a Costco. Nope.
2nd and 4 run goes nowhere. They call it dead. Now 3rd and 4.
Mhm.
Third and 4. Mahomes drops back. Hey, he makes a terrible pass. That was terrible. Oh my gosh, that was awful. They don't have a choice but to go for it right here. But man, look at this play right here. That pass by Mahomes was like half baked. Look at that. Yeah, it was terrible. That was a duck right there, man.
The guy hit his elbow. That's why.
Don't make no excuses for Mahomes. He deserves what he's getting. Yeah, with just 4 minutes left, 5 minutes, 4th and 4. Yeah, it's kind of 4 down territory. But I don't know though. And they could punt it away real quick. You think that the Texans would hang on to the ball for 5 minutes?
No, but it's dangerous, I think, to allow that to happen. I think they have to go for it. They went for it on 4th down before, so now they really have to do it.
Well, last time they went for it on 4th, it was a long 1 yard, 1.5 yards. Now it's 4th and 4. But they've got 5 minutes, 5.5 left in the game. Mahomes drops back. He's looking to throw. He's rushed. They get to him, and he makes a bad pass. No, it's knocked down.
Oh, God.
Another wobbler to Rice. It looks like it might have been knocked down.
Yeah, it got knocked down. Rice had it, though. His receivers suck, man. They got to pull those passes in, man.
Let's take a look at this throw right quick. And, oh, man, that was right in his hands. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about. It's been looked at. Yeah. None of his receivers are catching it, man. It's hitting them in the numbers. He can't pass it any better than that.
Yeah, that's right. That one was right in his hands. There was no excuse for that. That was not on Mahomes that time. That was on his receiver. But I feel like that's another one of those situations where the receiver's thinking about, I'm about to get hit, And he's not thinking about, I got to catch this ball. It's a 1st down. This is our game right here. Could be our season. Because actually, right now, I think if the Chiefs lose this game, they said that they go down to a 10% of chance of making the playoffs. So, very important.
They're making sure they lose, that's for sure. Jesus Christ.
It's probably because the entertainment league that is the NFL realizes that people are tired of Mahomes and the Chiefs and tired of Taylor Swift. So because of this, they're letting them earn their loss.
Somebody's asking you if you're going to call the Winter Olympics.
The Winter Olympics?
Yeah.
There are many sports in the Winter Olympics. I don't know. Are they talking about like baseball? Well, it's Winter Olympics. So what sports are they playing?
Winter Olympics is coming.
I don't know, man. That hadn't even crossed my mind. I don't know what I would call.
Rusty Gamer said that's the same receiver that got flattened earlier. So yeah, he's probably got a little PTSD. He's worried about getting hit again, probably.
Let me take a look at the live chat right quick. Rusty Gamer says H-Town baby. Let's see. Far West. Oh, the Winter Olympics figure skating analysis. She landed the quad. She landed the quad. What a great moment for Lilia Malinin says, go. Yeah, right. Sure, Brutus. Sure. She landed the quad. Go Stros. Go Texans. Go Rockets. H-Town, baby. Yeah, I can't imagine calling figure skating. Mahomes just lying down on the ground. Just lying down on the ground, covering his head. He's given up. Poor Mahomes. All right. Texans take over in Chiefs territory. They've got the ball on the 41-yard line. Stroud under center. Timeout is called. Yeah, these are the things that I really hate. Texans have to call a timeout to keep from getting the delay of game. That's retarded. You have a really long TV timeout. You have plenty of time. You have all the time in the world, and you can't get to the line and get a playoff. You got to call a timeout and burn it. How dumb is that? By the way, for everybody listening, I just found out today that the Texas Bowl is going to feature LSU and Houston. So the Houston Cougars and the LSU Tigers will be playing each other in Houston. That would be freaking awesome, man. I'd love to go to that game. I don't know exactly how I can watch it. I'd have to find it, get lucky and find it on YouTube. But if I can, I'd like to try to comment on it and call it. March tries to go up the middle. Nothing doing there. 2nd and 10. Texans need to move the ball at least a little bit so they can have a decent field goal to put this game away. "12 seconds on the game clock. They line up. Higgins in the motion. Stroud under center. He's going to hand it off to Marks again, who cuts out to the left side, back inside. Abe only picks up about 4.
Oof.
3rd down at about 6.
Well, here you go. This is the scenario you were talking about. Are they going to be able to stop them with enough time on the clock to come back?
Yeah, they got to do 2 things. One is they got to stop them, but they have to stop them far enough back to where they don't have a decent shot at a field goal, because if they get that field goal, it's going to be almost impossible for them to come back. 3rd and 7. Come on, man. Big play. Stroud with Marks to his left in the backfield. He goes down the field and throws it out of bounds, but there's a flag. It's going to be delay of game. Yay. Texans having a lot of trouble right now getting the ball snapped before the play clock goes off or down to 0.
Yeah, but that's kind of good for them because now they get one more chance because that play just fell apart. Unless he was just throwing it out just because he knew he got the flag.
3rd and 12, 3:58 left. "20 seconds on the play clock. Let's get lined up and actually get a playoff." Marks to the left of Stroud. Here's the snap. Stroud drops back. He's looking for a man. He's got somebody down the field. What? Oh! He looked wide open. No holding? No penalty?
Terrible pass, that's all.
I want to see what happened here. How did that pass get so far off?
Just poor accuracy, that's all. Oh my God, he just completely threw it away. He had all the time in the world to throw it.
You said the exact opposite of what the commentators just said. They put the pressure on him. He had to get rid of it quicker than he wanted. And you said, he had plenty of time.
He did.
And they have to punt it away.
If that was Tom Brady would totally not care about what the other guy's doing. He would just throw it, you know? If the defender was coming at him, Tom Brady would have easily just not even flinched. You could tell he kind of looked to the left a little before he threw it, like he was worried about this guy coming, right? You can't do that.
Well, like I said before, it's kind of, that's when you get clobbered. I mean, if you really saw what Stroud went through over the past few seasons, you'd understand why, because he spent like 90% of the time on his back, just constantly getting knocked down. And this is his second game back from concussion protocol. He was out for 3 weeks.
Brendan says, do I watch any anime? I do not. I don't watch anime so much. Not recent anime. Like when I was younger, I watched old stuff. Oh, like Macross and Gundam. But these days, nothing. You watch anime still, right, Brandon?
Occasionally, I'm not watching much consistently right now, but you know, every once in a while I'll watch something. I'm more into going to the theater to watch movies, which I like to do every week, but you know, depending on finances, I don't always get to do that. Mahomes drops back, 2nd and 10, he throws it. And it's going to be an interception. It bounces off of his man and caught by Al-Shaair. That's another interception.
Again, that's not Mahomes' fault, dude. His receivers are literally wrapped in butter. Swear to God.
3 turnovers now, all intercepted.
It literally went into his numbers. And he just can't catch it. Why doesn't he
right
catch
into his
it?
hands? Kelsey had a chance to catch it, bounces off of him, and it's intercepted.
That's not his fault, man.
Man, did you see Kelsey's face there? He looks like he wants to cry. Wah, 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 wah.
Kelsey's fine. He's just gonna go home to freaking Taylor Swift and have his dick sucked by her.
Oh man. Careful, we got kids listening.
Oh, sorry. Oh no. I mean, he's gonna have a nice chicken dinner.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She's gonna make him a nice chicken dinner or something. 2nd down, the Texans have the ball on the 24-yard line of the Chiefs. And 8 yards to go.
Oh, he's a Demon Slayer in One Piece. Somebody watching Dragon Ball as well. You said you've seen One Piece, right?
I watched the first 18 episodes, but I couldn't watch it after that. It was just, it's always silly, literally always silly. So I can't take a show that's just always silly. I need some balance.
Demon Slayer seems like it's a really popular one too, but
the writing in Demon Slayer, the art is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I've seen a couple of their movies in the cinema, and it's beautiful. But the storylines and stuff are just stupid. You know, I watched this one in the cinema that was literally like the conclusion of a series. They basically showed like the last 2 parts. It's like a 2-part thing, conclusion of the series, and they showed it in the cinema. And I watched it, and for like the first half, I thought, man, this is amazing. It was really great. The heroes were all getting their butts kicked. One of them got his arm chopped off, you know, and another guy appeared to be dead. when guy was like dying, the main character was scared crapless, I guess you could say. And they're really getting their butts handed to them. But then all of a sudden they just decided, you know what? I'm not going to die like this. And then everybody got better. It's so stupid. Cal. Wow. Marks goes up the middle on 3rd and 5, gets the first down.
That's the nail in the coffin right there, man. They got, like they said.
Yep,
Somebody
3
said
minutes to
they got the
go.
momentum, right? Yeah, Brutus said Texans have momentum, and I feel like that's what it feels like now. Like Kansas City's just giving up at this point, I think. They're tired. They just want to go home. Who wants to work in the postseason, right? You want to be home chilling.
If you know you're going to get tossed out anyway in the postseason, why even try to get in?
Right.
That's basically what the Astros did. They were tied with another team, but that other team had beaten them more in the regular season, so they got the tiebreaker. So the Astros didn't even get to play a wild card game. So they were literally just one game from getting into the playoffs.
Says the story is really good in One Piece. Is the story finished? I know that the manga is actually more advanced than the cartoon, right? Is that true, or is it they're still writing the manga? They haven't finished writing it.
Well, the thing is that with manga and anime, they produce the anime faster. And there are a couple of reasons why, but the main reason is because they have all the stories, all the main storylines made already from the manga. But the thing is, they make the anime so fast that they have to start coming out with filler episodes. Every anime basically does that.
No sense. How can you animate something quicker than you can just draw still images? It makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, it's not just about drawing, it's about writing the stories and, keeping the timeline. Because the manga doesn't have filler episodes. Everything that happens in the manga is linear. This happens A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but the anime goes A, B, C, D, E, F, and they don't have to create they don't have to create the images. They don't have to create the storyline, or they don't have to do any of those things. They're just taking the manga and turning it into the cartoon. And they make it so fast that they have extra time. And so with that extra time, they make filler episodes so that they can put more and more out. Unfortunately, the filler episodes, and this is the same for all anime, they are typically, I would say, 90% garbage. They're not good. They have nothing to do with the main storyline. They're often stupid, silly, useless, and nobody cares. Nobody really wants to watch the filler episodes typically. But the manga is always true to the storyline. Very serious, to stick to that. But my problem with One Piece is that it never seems to end. It's basically going to go on forever. And it's silly. It's always silly. It's never serious. It's always silly. So I couldn't watch it even to 20 episodes. I tried. I just couldn't. But Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia and some of these other ones that they've come out with, I feel like they're just copies. They're just clones of some older anime. But they're not good clones and they're not good copies. Because when you have a bunch of guys who are getting their butts kicked and then they have no chance of winning because they're so outclassed, and then they wind up coming back and getting better and winning. Why? Because I can't die here like this. That's not a legitimate way to get your heroes out of a tight scrape,
Right.
2nd and 8 for the Texans. They're going to run it with Marks again up the middle. Picks up a decent little chunk. They're going to be about 4 yards shy of a first down. 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're just eating away at this clock, man. It's done.
Yeah, now KC doesn't have any more timeouts to call either.
It's finished.
3rd down and 4. 1:25 left. The clock is rolling. Stroud under center, 2 men in the backfield. Probably going to be another handoff right up the middle. It is. Marks gets it, and he loses a yard, but it doesn't really matter. They're just going to kick a field goal here. They're going to let the clock run, and all the way down to probably about 1.5. I mean, I'm sorry, about half a minute, and then take a timeout, kick field goal. Fair Bear and Care Bear. We'll be up in just a moment to try for the field goal. Timeout is called. 33 seconds remaining in the game.
Brendan says there the manga is 12 chapters ahead of the anime, I guess. So, there you have it. Chiefs. So now the Chiefs, if they lose this, yeah, they're not going to be in the running anymore, I think. Are they in the same division, the Texans and Kansas City? No, right?
No, they're not. Here comes a field goal attempt for Fairbairn.
28
And
yards.
it's good. 20-10. Texans are up by 10 points, and that's probably going to be it for KC.
That's game over, dude. Oh.
Game over, man. Game over.
It is finito, finito.
It is definitely about to be. This is nice. The Texans have come back with this win. They're going to move to 8-5. That's crazy, considering how they started the season off. Yeah, that's another thing they just mentioned, them beating the Colts. The Colts were number 1 in the division, and the Texans beat them once already. They're going to have to play them again in a couple of weeks.
How much did they win by?
I don't remember, but they really destroyed the quarterback. Let me take a look. (23-20) over the Colts the last game.
So it was close. So then, yeah. Look at the stadium.
Like always, man. Defense has to win the game.
The stadium is completely cleared out. Yeah, that's it. Game over.
Mahomes actually comes back out on the field with 22 seconds left. 1st and 10 from their own, what? Was that the 30-yard line or the 20-yard line? It's the 30. Okay.
Telling his team, let's go. We got 20 seconds.
It ain't over yet.
Win this team. Let's go.
Andy Reid was like, oh, I thought these was baseball rules. I thought this was the 9th inning or something. I thought the clock didn't matter. Texans playing deep. They throw it to the middle, and he just runs forward and slides down. 12 seconds on the shot clock, and he grounds the ball.
What's the point of this? I mean, I guess they're just practicing, but still.
I think they're going to try to chunk it down the field. If they can get lucky and get a touchdown, then they'll do the onside kick, but I don't know if he can throw it this far. That's funny. Kelsey's not even in the game. They got him on the sidelines. second and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Looks like there's going to be a delay. No, I'm sorry. False start. Second and 15. Check this out. What did you hear what they just said? This point total, 10 points, will be the lowest point total with Patrick Mahomes as the Chiefs quarterback. He throws it down the middle of the field. They almost get the first down, but they come up short, and that's going to be it. They put the ball down. They're not going to be able to snap it in time. That's the end of the game. 20-10. Danny, you can eat it, bro.
Whatever. Whatever.
Now, you said several times you didn't see anything special about the defense, but this defense today held them to 10 points. It's never happened with the Mahomes before.
Really? They usually have a better offense because their offense looked like it sucked today. They're dropping balls like crazy.
Yeah, they did drop a few. But they still needed 13 points to win, you know? I think they would have needed 2 more touchdowns to come away with this game.
Well, that's that, son. Congratulations, you're still in the playoffs.
That's right. They just increased their chances. Before the game, I think they had a 50% chance of getting in. Their chances just went up a lot.
Right.
But they've got to keep winning. They get from now to the end of the season. They, especially against the Colts. I mean, they got teams ahead of them that they really have to beat. You know. Let me see here. I'm going to take a look at the live chat right quick, and then I'll do some stats on the game, and then we can wrap it up. Let me pull this up. Dragon Ball. I never got into Dragon Ball, but I had a friend in high school that was into it. Let's see here. Hey, Rusty Gamer with a super chat. Man, I haven't seen a super chat in a long, long time. Thanks, Rusty. I appreciate that. Let me put a thank you there. First donation I've had in like 2 weeks. Astros fans are so much, they seem to be so much more engaged than since I've been calling the Texans and Rockets games. Everything has gone down. You know, viewership has gone down, subscriptions have gone down, donations have gone down. Everything has been worse. YouTube's not even giving me any love. Thanks, Rusty. I'll check that. Appreciate you, sir. Let's see. What are they trying to do? I don't know. I was wondering about that too, Edward. Talking about the Chiefs. 5 wins in a row. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? 5 wins in a row. That's nuts. Let's see. Okay. Let me go over the... Got some weird music in my ear. It's the NBC music. Let me pause that. It sounds weird. I don't need those headphones anymore. Final stats of the game. Total yards are almost the same. 268 to 274. Chiefs with the edge. Passing yards. It's funny because it's flipped. The Chiefs had more rushing yards, but the Texans had more passing yards, but both sucked in passing. 186 to 148. First downs are almost the same. 15 to 14. Yards per play, almost the same. 4.3, 4.1. Third down efficiency, almost the same. Now, the Texans did improve a little bit at the end of the game. They almost got to 50%, 8 for 18. But, man, the Chiefs, 4 for 14. Terrible third down efficiency. Total plays, almost the same again. 65 to 64. Sacks, 3 to 2. Punts, 8 to 4. So the Texans actually punted more, but that's because of the interceptions and turnovers on downs that the Texans were able to get against the Chiefs. Penalties were not as bad in the second half as they were in the first, but Texans still came out on top with 59 yards of penalties. Chiefs with only 20. No fumbles lost in this game. Actually, I didn't even see any fumbles in this game. 3 interceptions thrown by Mahomes. I think they were 2 deflections that were caught. Time of possession. How did the time of possession come out? Can I see it? Why can't I see it? I don't know why. I can't see. I can't see the time of possession. I don't know why. I think it's close to the same. But that's it for the stats. Final score 20-10 Texans. And what do you have planned for the rest of the day, bro?
I gotta work on one of my rooms that's full of junk. I gotta clean it out. Not looking forward.
You said you were working on a video about the cafe, right? Did you ever get that finished?
I'm working on it, but no, it's not gonna come out anytime soon, probably.
You know what's really funny is that I mentioned in an NBA stream the other day that you were going to be joining us, and they wanted to know what your channel was, and I shared your channel. It might have been Brendan, I think, actually, but he looked at your channel and he looked back over and he said he doesn't post as often as you do.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I was like, well, there's a big difference though. I'm streaming live. I'm not really posting too much. I mean, I post some shorts, but typically it's just live streaming the games. You know, it's not really posting so much. But I said, yeah, he works on shooting stuff and editing it over a period of like 3 or 4 months before he posts something.
The last video I just posted, so it's doing really well. Actually, I'm surprised.
How many views do you have on your recent video?
50,000.
Pretty good. That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. I'll
Keep going. You'll get closer and closer to my number one short. My number one short has climbed over to 130,000.
Oh, my number one's 1.3 million.
Oh, really?
You didn't know?
No, I didn't. Why? I don't pay any attention. Are you talking about your shorts or your video?
Video. I got one video, 1.3 million. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I don't look at the stats on that. I'll watch the video and I'll like it, and that's about it.
That's funny. It was a long time ago now. It was 2 years ago, I think. I feel like I posted that one. The free homes one, the one about buying a free house or getting a free house, the pros and cons one. That one. It's like 1.1, 1.2 million. Something like
Gotcha.
that. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Pretty nice.
Yeah, if I could get another video like that, that'd be great. Make some bank.
Yeah, I kind of feel though. I mean, after going to the Minka event and seeing what's going on YouTube and stuff, I feel like the heyday is over. You know, the big interest and big spike of people being interested in homes in Japan, and now with the new prime minister and a lot of changes happening in so many different ways for foreigners in Japan, you know, with the residencies and the visa changes and all of those things, I feel like the big spike of interest in people coming here and getting houses and all of that sort of thing, I think that's over.
I think they did that on purpose to put a clamp on that, you know, like too many people outside of Japan were buying houses and the government's like, nah, we can't have that. Somebody told me the other day that they changed the permanent residency visa too. The requirements are like a lot more strict. So somebody said now you have to actually pass a Japanese proficiency test to get permanent residency. You have to know like kanji and hiragana, katakana, and a certain amount of level. I think something like JPTL, like level 3 or something, the test level is, and then you have to pass that test and before you can get the residency. It's crazy, right?
Well, I haven't heard anything about the language proficiency, but I've heard that the cost is expected to go way up to like 100,000 yen. So that's kind of nuts. But I think what's crazier, because those changes, they seem extreme, but at the same time I can understand them. What I don't understand is they were talking about going way up on visa renewals even. And to me, that's nonsense, total nonsense. When you're paying 6,000 for a renewal, and they're talking about moving those up to tens of thousands of yen just for a renewal. But now it would be fine if they were actually paying a decent wage. But who wants to come to Japan and pay basically almost half their wage just for a visa renewal every year? You've already got to pay half your monthly wage for residency tax every year. And then you've got pension that you're paying into. You've got the insurance that you're paying into. I mean, you're literally taking away all the money. The salaries suck. And so with all the taxes and the fines and the fees that they're tacking on, it's like, listen, guys, you can't climb your way out of an economic slump by taxing the crap out of the underpaid foreigners coming in. Because, that's another thing that bothers me is that they've allowed in a ton of underskilled workers who don't care about the culture, don't care about the old houses, don't care about anything in Japan except for trying to make money. And they come here and they put them into the agricultural work, they put them into the food industry, they put them into all of these low-skilled jobs, but it's easier for them to come here. It's easier for them to go to the schools. It's easier for them to get jobs. It's easier for them to work. But whenever I come here, I'm highly experienced. I'm educated already. And when I come here to do my job, they make it really difficult for me to get a job, really difficult for me to get a visa. And then they want to pay me, the same wage or less as a McDonald's employee who doesn't even have. I mean, think about how crazy that is. When you go out and look, I'm sure you've seen this before. You sometimes go out to like a cafe or restaurant or someplace, and you see a sign on the wall where they're hiring people, and they're hiring from like 12 or 1300 an hour to 15 or 1600 an hour. And when you break down how much an English teacher makes per hour, the amount of time that you spend at the school, and you actually look at it, it's less than 1500 per hour. And yet they demand that you wear nice suits. They demand that you have a 4-year degree. They want you to have experience. They want you to have all these things, and preferably already have a visa, right? They want you to already have a visa. And so they don't spend any money or effort to get your first visa for you and risk you going to another company. So you have to jump through all these hoops despite having all of the things that these third world country people coming in do not have. And then they pay you less than a Japanese worker who's 19 years old going to work at McDonald's. This kind of stuff I don't understand at all. The wages are just terrible.
They just don't want foreigners. It's that simple. They just don't really care to have foreigners here. Simple. It's just,
well, if they don't want foreigners, they need to stop the third world foreigners. Those are the ones that they need to stop, not the people coming in here who are trying to preserve the culture.
They're cheap labor. That's what they want. They don't care about foreigners. They just need cheap labor, just like the United States needs cheap labor. They let all those people in through the border because they need cheap labor. Simple. The rich people need a cheap workforce to, make themselves richer. That's it.
Yeah, the rich get richer. Hey, Patrick, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I see you said, I was so tight the whole game. Very tense. Daryl, also good to see you. He says, hello, what a game. Yes, it was. It was absolutely, it was not looking good there for a while, but the Texans finally kind of got it together and shut it down in the end. So that was nice. And of course, the drop passes were also nice.
All right. Well, I'm out of here, bro. I'm going to skedaddle, eat lunch, and get going. So thank you for having me.
Sounds good, homie. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make myself some miso or something, and then go do some writing. I think I need to do some cleaning too, so I'll try to balance it out and do both. Thanks for
Yeah.
being here. I appreciate you.
Okay. Thanks everybody for listening to my crap.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
All right, go Navy or something.
Am I gonna do another game? I don't know. Probably. We'll see. It has to be a Texans game, I guess, right? So maybe it'd be more exciting game.
I might
Next
be doing
time.
some playoff games that aren't Texans, but that's not going to be until next year. So we'll see.
When's the next one that you're gonna do?
Next Texans game, I believe, is next week, but I've got them already scheduled on my channel.
Let
Let
me
me
know.
take a look.
Well, you can text me and let me know. Oh yeah, we can.
Yeah, it looks like the Cardinals game next week is at 3 a.m. And then they're going to play on the 22nd at 6:25 a.m. versus the Raiders. So that's probably the better of the two. I don't see you getting up at 3 a.m. to do that.
Raiders game's on Monday. Our time.
The Raiders game is on, for us, it's the 22nd. So yes, that'll be it's Monday because, it's Sunday in the U.S.
Right. Yeah, maybe I can do that one. Depends. I think at one point maybe my daughter might barge in, but we can try.
Gotcha.
All right,
Cool, bro. Have a good one.
We'll see.
Thanks for being
Yeah.
here.
See you.
Okay, bye. All right. So Danny is out of here for now. I appreciate him being here. I still need to get some kinks worked out of that live stream. There's some strange, I guess you could say, some strange the connections are strange. It's kind of hard to explain, but even though I've got the game showing on a separate computer, there's still some feedback issues. For some reason, whenever I have my microphone unmuted, it's putting his audio into the live stream twice, so it creates an echo. So whenever he talks, I have to mute my microphone. I don't know what's causing that. I don't know how his audio is getting into my microphone, but I'll try to work that out and get it fixed before the next time he joins us. Yeah, thanks, Rusty. I appreciate that. I'm glad that he was able to join today. It was a little bit different. It's also challenging to try to balance showing some highlights from the game and talking with Danny and clicking the mute button and talking to you guys and checking out the live chat. I'll get better at it. It's my first time trying to do all those things, balance them all. Yeah, Brendan, he's a nice guy. I met him through my YouTube channel a few years ago. I've been out to his house in North Kyoto a few times. He has been renovating a house out there. Actually, I can share the link to his YouTube channel for those of you who are interested. He does some really good videos. He spends a lot of time and puts a lot of care and effort into his YouTube videos. And you can tell by watching them. Very good production value. But if you're interested in, things about Japan and buying and renovating a house in Japan, if you're interested, even if you're not planning on doing that, I'm sure you can find some interest in it. He makes some pretty good videos. I appeared in one of his videos a couple of years ago, actually. It's pretty funny. Maybe if I can find it later on, I'll share it with you guys and gals. But that's it for now. I think I'm going to get out of here. I want to do some writing. It's almost 2 o'clock. I haven't had lunch. So I'm going to make myself something to eat and then do a little bit of writing. But we don't have a game for a few days. Let me take a look at what we've got coming up next on the Go Dome. Texans with a big win today. So grateful for that. So grateful for that. Rockets versus Clippers is the next live stream. That's coming up in 4 days. So we got 3 days off. During these next few days, I'm going to see my daughter. My daughter's coming to Japan. She'll be here tomorrow night. And then we'll spend a couple of days hanging out together. And I'll take her back to the airport 4 days from now. And actually, the day that I take her to the airport is the same day that I have a game, a live stream here. But the good thing is that her flight is early. She's got to be on the plane. It's scheduled to depart around 7:30 in the morning, and the Rockets game is at 10. So that should give me enough time to get back here, call the game, no problems. So I will see you on the 11th, December 11th, when the Rockets take on the Clippers. That is the next game. But for now, that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you, Rusty. I'm really happy about that. Also, if you will, for those of you who are into praying or sending some well wishes, I would ask that you pray and send me some good vibes about the relationship with my brother, because my brother has been very antagonistic towards me, and he talks to me as if I'm a dangerous person, as if I'm a danger to my daughter. He's been threatening me because he's gonna come on this trip, and he actually threatened me that he would end the trip early. They're only going to be here for 2 days, okay? Just 2 days. They're going to come late tomorrow night. They'll be here for 2 days and then leave early the next morning. So it's a super short trip. And I didn't understand why such a short trip. Why would you fly all the way to Japan and then just stay here for 2 days? It makes no sense, right? Well, he sent me this really long message, and I'm not going to go into the details, but he tried to guilt trip me, and he made 2 or 3 threats to me, and said some very rude things and hurtful things to me. And I'm not saying that to be judgmental or to condemn him, because it's his choice to be like that. It's his choice to do those things. And so I'm not gonna say that it's bad. It's just the way he chooses to be, and that's fine. But I have no place for that in my life, especially since I'm fighting cancer. And this should be a joyous time, you know. My daughter coming to see me should be a happy time, and we're going to have a very short time together. So my hope and desire is for my brother to be like a ghost during this visit, like he's not even there. If I had my preference, I would not even have him around, because I just want to focus on me and my daughter. But with him hovering around, it reminds me of my ex-wife, because when my ex-wife left, she filed for full custody. They gave it to her because she's a woman. The judge literally told me that because I'm a man, she wanted to make sure that my daughter was protected. That's literal discrimination in the courtroom. To tell a man, we're going to give custody of your daughter to your wife, even though there's no evidence whatsoever of abuse, okay? None at all, not even a little. There's none. But because you're a man, we want to make sure and protect the child. Well, if you want to make sure and protect the child, then you would have to take the child away from both parents, not the father. Does that make sense? Because the mom claims that the father is psychologically abusive is not evidence. What it is evidence of is a hateful woman, or a woman who's choosing to be hateful and hurt her husband. That's the evidence. But that's the way it went down. And after that, whenever I wanted to see my daughter, it was always just for a very short time, once a week. And so I went from seeing my daughter every single day and spending time with her literally every single day. We were like two peas in a pod, my daughter and I. We were super close. And she was the only person I had in my life regularly that was really close to me. But after the breakup, it got worse and worse and worse. I got really depressed. And from there, my wife's negativity about me really seeped into the family and affected a lot of people. And, you know, like my family didn't really need any extra reasons to dislike me or to treat me bad, but my brother seems to have picked up that ball and run with it. So what he said to me in a message the other day, my daughter doesn't know about it. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to go into it here, because if for some reason she's listening, I just want her to know that I love her and I'm looking forward to her being here. And all I want is for us to have a good 2 days together. That's all. That's all I want. Brendan says, psycho brother. Well, that message seems psycho to me, but apparently in his mind, I'm a person to be afraid of. I'm a person to be fearful of. Where does that come from? I haven't lived in America in almost 13 years. I literally haven't lived in America in almost 13 years. He hasn't talked to me in a long, long time. He doesn't know anything about me. He doesn't know what I do day to day. He doesn't know about my friends. He doesn't know about my love life. He doesn't know about my work. He doesn't know about my illness. He literally knows nothing. And he's decided that I'm a dangerous person and he has to protect my own daughter from me. And so he's threatening to end the 2-day trip early if he hears something that he doesn't like. Well, she's 25 years old, so that's her decision to make, not his. But anyway, Rusty says, we got you, and a great way to look at handle that situation. Let him make his choices, and they'll come back to him in the end. You're right, Rusty. But it sucks. For those of you who have a brother or a sister, or a brother and a sister, if you're like me, you want to love them, and you want them to love you. There's not a better feeling in the world than to have a brother, a sister, or a friend that just vibes with you. When you're really happy to be around them, you look forward to being with them. And when you have to leave and go home and they have to go back home, you give them a hug and you're going to miss them because you have so much fun when you're around them. You just click and you want to spend as much time with them as you can, while you're able to. And now with my diagnosis, I don't know if I've shared this with you guys and gals, but last week, the doctor kind of updated his opinion about my health. And he said that he believes that because of the condition of my lungs right now, I will probably be admitted into the hospital within the next 6 to 12 months and to be taken care of, because I won't be able to do what I'm doing now. I won't be able to take care of myself. Obviously, I don't want that. But I shared this information with my daughter and my family because if I were in their shoes, I would want to know, I would want to know. I'm not trying to get sympathy from them, but there are two reasons. One is, like I said, I would want to know. If I were in their shoes, I would want to know. The second thing is, I wanted to make sure that I had peace in that relationship, even if they weren't going to offer me an olive branch, so to speak. I still wanted to offer that to them. If I give you an olive branch and I say, I just want peace between us, and you knock it out of my hand and you stomp on it and you just grind it into the mud, of course it's going to hurt me. But who's it really hurting more? It's not hurting me more. It's hurting you, right? And I guess you could say that's kind of a way to symbolically or metaphorically represent the way my brother has treated me. I extended the olive branch and he attacked me. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not going to judge him for it. I'm not going to condemn him for it. I'm just going to say that I feel hurt and disappointed because with my brother, my dad, my mom, my sister, and especially my daughter, all I've ever wanted is to love them and for them to love me. But there has been a long-standing, decades-long problem in the family where I've been labeled essentially the garbage can of the family. And so people have dumped on me. And whenever new people come into the family, like my daughter, you know, in the beginning when she was with me all the time, she never dumped on me like that. Not ever. She wouldn't lie to me. She wouldn't mistreat me. She wouldn't dump on me. And the reason is because she was with me all the time. And who she knew me to be was completely different than what everybody else knew me to be. So she couldn't be affected by what other people believed. Unfortunately, when her mom took her away, all of that began to change. And once that relationship started to really fall apart, that's when I decided I can't take this anymore. And I left America and I moved to China and then eventually here to Japan. So you could say that one of the main reasons I left America was because I just got tired of being hurt all the time. So when the people that you love and you want to be close to, your family, these are the people that should be closest to you, right? When they start hurting you and they don't stop, you got to make a choice. I didn't want to be away from my daughter, but it was either sacrifice myself to the abuse and stay there and hope that things would turn around, or it was get as far away from all of that abuse as possible and work on myself inside. And I decided to do the latter. Because if you can't work on yourself and take care of yourself first, you can't help other people and you can't love other people. So, but anyway, I do believe, Rusty, you're right. He will get the fruits of his labor. He will reap what he sows, whatever he sows. And I'm not saying that as he'll get what he deserves. It's just that if you decide on a certain path, there's always going to be a result. No matter if that's a really beneficial path or a really hurtful path, whatever path you decide to take, it's going to lead to those fruits. It's that simple. So you're right. But anyway, I'm glad that this game came out like this. I originally picked, I think 24 to 10 or 24 to 13 Texans. Texans almost got there. They fell just a little short. I was thinking they would get 3 touchdowns and a field goal. And they wound up with 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. So they did score 4 times, just not the 4 that I thought they would get. The Chiefs wound up with about what they would get. I was pretty close. I'm happy to see that once again, my pick was correct. So many Texans podcasts have been picking the Texans to lose these several past weeks. And I told, I think it's Texans on Tap. 2 of 3 guys have been picking them to lose consistently every week. And I told them, I said, listen, you guys, every time you pick the Texans to lose, they win. So there's just no way I can listen to you. I think that you're going to be wrong again. And I said, Texans 24, Chiefs 10 or 13. Well, I was almost exactly right. Again. So I'm really happy about that. Glad to see that the Texans pulled this game out. And now they've got a long winning streak going. It's nice to see. Next week, we have the Cardinals. And then after that, the Raiders. The next week's game is going to start at 3 a.m. for me, but I hope you can all join me. Looking forward to you being here with me for that game. But like I said, my next live stream will be in a few days. 4 days from now. The Rockets are going to be up against the Clippers. I hope you can join me for that. But Rusty, thank you so much for the donation, sir. I will definitely check my email. Thank you for letting me know. And to the rest of you, my love, best wishes to you and your family, your loved ones, in every way, always and forever. That's it for now. And I'm going to get out of here. Time to go eat. Much love. And see you for the Rockets game in a few days. Bye-bye.